What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? As you may well be aware by now, it's not just these public episodes we do here at Have a Word. We've also got a Patreon membership. But you know what? I don't want to give you any of the details about that today. And I know Dan doesn't either, because we're here with our assistant to give us all the info we need. It's Peter, the Have a Word snake.
Hey, Peter,
why should people sign up to Patreon?
Because we all want a new Bugatti.
Okay, that's a good reason. But what do the lids get if they sign up for as little as £3 a month?
They get an extra episode once a week.
Oh, the Wednesday patron exclusive, which is some of our favourite podcasting. What else do they get? The early release, Peter.
They get early release, 48 hours, unless Finn's fucked it.
And then they also get... the patron specials.
And once I was in Paris, right, and I had to fly home and delete the early access because someone wasn't happy. So maybe that happens again. But, you know, doesn't always happen.
You've been doing some editing, Peter.
I've got no opposable thumbs, Don. I couldn't possibly edit.
Just do it with your nose. The specials are good as well, aren't they? I think this is the one, by the way. I think we should keep doing it.
I do as well. So the specials that have gone out, there's loads of lock-ins. There's the ghost
the
stunts.
lock-ins are legendary. We're now up to about special. 5 or 6 lock-in. The restaurant special. We've got the rugby league special. We've got the football special. We crashed a car. The specials are now monthly, and they are legendary. It is the best £3 a month you will ever spend.
You also get like discounts on merch and stuff and access to the entire back catalogue.
I was actually going to say I was going to kill myself. But no, it's fine. Carry on. If you don't sign up, I'll end it. What? No, yeah, whatever Adam was saying.
Patreon.com/HaveAWordPod.
No!
Shut up, Petey, is stupid.
No!
Thanks, Lids. Enjoy the episode.
Wag wag, Leeds. You're listening to the funniest podcast in the game with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl, and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped.com, the very best in below-the-belt men's grooming.
Go, Ed. Get on me.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. I'm turning my phone over.
PT on.
Turn the phone over, Carl. You know you can do it. You're free of Eon. Ladies and gents.
I'm not free, but I won the petty battle.
Carl.
You've won. Something that's been on your mind for months, and it's finally over.
I think now battle.
The you versus Eon battle.
Yeah.
And the relief on your face when you realised 2 minutes ago that this was done.
Can I just say, I think we've all been a bit worried about you. It's honestly, there's been moments in the last month or so,
6
2
weeks.
months, when I've been worried about how it's going with you.
Do you know what happened? So I owed them money for the 2 months' bills.
Oh,
I paid
God,
it.
Yeah.
I paid it.
Don't say any specific details.
Yeah.
And then they rang back and went, your payment hasn't gone through. I was like, cool, well, I have made it, so that's up to you. And you're like, yeah, you need to make it again. I hung up on them because you were all shouting profanities down the phone.
Can I promise you this? If you're ever on the phone to Eon again, in earshot of any of us, we're going to do that
exactly same thing again, yeah.
Twice fold.
In fact, if anyone ever cold calls you for any reason, or like if you've got any bill, if like you get a call from a hospital saying your mum's being hit by a speedboat, Kirsty McCall style,
hang on,
I will do it then as well.
I don't think that counts as cold calling. That's
if she's dead, she will be cold.
Oh, Barbara.
Your method of cold calling, or dealing with a cold caller last week was ingenious.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know when you get a cold call from like a company that's just for
Mr. Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just tell them to fuck off, or do you ever play with them?
East Norweb.
The woman in so when we were rehearsing the dance, and I don't think we got all of this on camera, so I'll just say the story now. She rang me. She goes, "Hello, Mr. Rowe. I'm calling from UK Mobile Limited."
She was from
UK Mobile
Limited.
Geographically, just let me place it.
I don't know. I'm just telling you exactly what she sounded like.
Harrogate. Morecambe. Sorry,
Mr. Rowe, I'm calling from the UK Mobile Limited, and I'm calling you to offer you a change to your tariff. And I went, listen, love, I'm really interested. I have been looking for a new phone provider, but I am in the middle of burying a dead body. Can you call me back later this afternoon? And she goes, excuse me? And I went, I'm in the middle of burying a dead body. Can you call me back later this afternoon? And she went, well, then I don't want to call you back. Put the phone down.
UK Mobile Network, we have a policy. Don't sell a phone to anyone.
My favourite one of them ever was when I got
burying bodies. When
I lived in my auntie's and I had just like the day off and was bored, and someone rang and said, have you been in a car accident that wasn't your fault? And I was like, how the fuck do you know about that so soon? She was like, when did it happen? I was like, this morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was driving me Citroen Picasso. There was 7 of us in the car. And my wife had hold of the newborn baby as well. And someone came through a red light and smashed into the side of us. And it took the fella an hour. I had our dolly next to me. Because he was like, right, so I need the names of everyone in the car. So I was like, yeah, got them all. I gave him the names of everyone. He was
Andy
like,
Townsend.
I need their postcode, their address. So I had Dolly next to me, literally finding like the postcodes to match addresses of streets around Liverpool. Took him through for a full hour. And right at the end, I just went, I'm only messing, you know, lad. And he went, you know what? To be fair, this is the best one of these I've ever had. And then he hung up. It took me an hour to give him the details of 7 people and a baby who had been hit in a car accident that day.
In his head, I'm getting 20% commission on this. He's like, I'm going to buy a holiday home in Portugal.
Do you know what the best thing to do with them is? Because they can't hang up on you or be rude, let them talk for an extended period of time and go, I'm so sorry, can you repeat that, please? And they have to, but like by the 3rd time, they are in a bad mood.
You two are the worst. It's just a dangerous combination of some of the most annoying tendencies, plus incredible imaginations, plus this, the will to be annoying, the creativity to just keep going with the bullshit, and also this weird like persistence where you're like, no, keep going. The persistence. Oh,
we once spent a full afternoon just ringing random phone numbers from the phone book.
Oh, mate.
Asking the woman on...
You started cold calling other people?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We would ring them, right? And all we would do, and you've got to understand, we couldn't breathe for laughing at this. We did this for a full day. I'm talking 4 or 5 hours. Didn't once change tactic. Just a new number every time.
Just the Shergar one?
Yeah. We would just ring up, right? And I would go, "Hiya, love, is Shergar there?" And they'd go, "Oh," and I'd go, "Shergar the horse." And she'd go, "There's no horse here." And then in the background, Carl would go, "Nay," and I'd go, "Oh, never mind, he's here," and put the phone down. And that was a full day of our lives.
How have you ended up where you are? I can't decide if, of course, that's the perfect preparation for this job. Or you should already.
I used to ring numerous taxi firms to the house across the road and then watch them all argue in the street.
The best thing to do is to hire a bouncy castle and ask for the earliest possible delivery.
Yeah, bouncy castles, skips. I've ordered meat. I've ordered so many things to so many houses. But Eon, so 6 weeks ago, I put the phone down. They've called me twice a day for 6 weeks, and I've ignored them all. And I'm like, I'm going to make them wait. The other day, I got an email. Your payment has been successful. The payment went through. And now I'm in £103 credit. They owe me money.
Well, enjoy the 4 days of that credit.
So I'm going to call them twice a day and go, can I have the 103 pay per?
I'm going to bet every penny.
Can I have the 103
I'm going to bet every penny that I've got that you do not commit to that.
I mean, I'm probably in debit and everything. Let's be honest. I turned the light on yesterday. It probably cost me about £6,000.
Amazing.
I win. Fuck Eon. They've called me twice.
You do win. We've all been so worried about you, but now you're free of it. You can just live your life now.
Exactly. You little bitches. I hope you're listening, Eon. You little punks.
God, we're really trying to settle some scores with some major companies at the moment, aren't we? Fucking Arenas, Eon. Who else we take
as well?
Yeah. Well done, Carl. I don't know how you could be fucking bothered with all of the hassle of you just not setting up a direct debit.
Not doing it.
Right.
I don't even want to pay me bills.
Right.
It's a disgrace.
No, I don't.
By the way,
I don't want to either.
Getting my stupidly expensive flat in the middle of what was essentially a very organised mental breakdown earlier this year has actually been quite the touch with the energy crisis because it's all in. Bills are included.
Oh, nice.
So as everyone's gone through the roof, people are now paying more for their bills per month than I'm paying in rent. And it's just been like a calculated gamble that I didn't know I'd done.
If I open my fridge, it costs me about £650.
Also, knowing Adam, if he doesn't have to pay for heating or electricity or lighting, I'd love to see a heat map of Liverpool just from there'd just be this glowing fucking orange and yellow one.
My Christmas tree has not once been off.
I believe that so much.
fucking the board are like, there's a real drain on energy. It must be the dock or something. Something's going wrong. Whoa.
My Christmas tree is just permanently on. Because have you ever, overnight when you forgot to turn your Christmas tree on, it's the saddest sight in the world, and I just don't ever want to see that.
I think you're going to get a drug bust coming in. He's obviously got a cannabis farm up here or something. This cunt, we're taking him down. A street value of 3 million. Oh, it's just a fucking Christmas tree. And they'll blow up Santa Claus in the corner. Like, whoa. Everything on microwave.
I don't think I've ever turned my Xbox off. I think my Xbox has been on for maybe a decade.
Bad boy. What you gonna do? Yeah. I'm sure that's not spenny though, is it?
Do you work there? It's like 23p a day or something.
Wow.
Yeah. Some days I don't even use it, Dan. It's still on.
Excuse me, Mr. Igla, 23p a day, you all.
Fuck the energy companies.
Morecambe again.
Mate.
They're from Morecambe again.
Fuck the energy companies. If I can do anything to put them out, I've got more time than them. If I can do anything to make their job a little bit harder, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Because there's people who can't pay.
So you're not. I think isn't there a genuine thing about don't pay? Like
yeah, there's posters on Liverpool. Don't pay your energy bills.
Martin Lewis advised against that, didn't he?
He can get fucked now, him.
Yeah, he's lad babied up,
yeah,
and
fuck him now.
He's got in bed with lad baby and sucked him off.
Talk me through what Martin Lewis.
Some video shagging lad baby.
Just if you're not from the UK,
allegedly,
Martin Lewis has made a career.
Allegedly, is that him? I don't know.
Lube costs money. Just use butter.
He is doing a song
free.
with Lad Baby.
Is it? Yeah.
Martin Lewis makes his own butter. He's an absolute.
Fact.
It's an absolute. Martin Lewis is a fucking goon for like. You know what else costs money in your house? Shut up, Martin. You're making my pussy dry.
Oh, yeah, there was a big campaign that was essentially, and they are right. They were like, right, if nobody pays their lecky bill, what are the companies going to do?
Oh, yeah, because we're good at mobilising. Tory government in power. If everyone doesn't vote for cunts. Oh.
Have you seen if there was an election today? Have you seen how many seats they have? They'd have 69 seats and the SNP would have 55. And Labour would have like the other 300.
I think the SNP have got a chance of winning seats down south. That's how much everyone hates the fucking Tories.
Have you seen that?
SNP have won Gloucester. God, you really got to hate the Tories to vote in the Scottish National Party in Gloucestershire.
I've seen if you were born from 1960 onwards, the majority of people... The majority of people have lost... 1890s. The majority of people have never seen something that was voted for go their way. So like Brexit, elections, even like X Factor.
Yeah, because the minority...
What?
Even though it's the highest percentage of winning votes, it's not. It's never a majority.
It's never a majority.
Yeah.
So apparently the majority hasn't won anything publicly voted for since the 50s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Brexit, Donald Trump, no one wanted him in this country, Gareth Gates.
Independence for Gloucester. They were gutted when the Scottish lost that.
Yeah.
I remember my mum voting for Gareth Gates.
Could not have guessed where that was going then. I was like, I remember my mum was a Scottish nationalist.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my mum's Nicola Sturgeon.
Did she call up?
Yeah, she called up. Like, she called up herself like 3 times, and then I was like fully on the Gareth Gates fan train, me, because she like loved him, and I just wanted to be involved.
You're a Gateshead.
Yeah. That's what we got called. That's why they renamed that place now, Newcastle, Sunderland.
They were fuming about that. Gateshead were really fuming about it. Gareth's got a really big following in Sunderland. We're changing the name.
Yeah, and then I just wanted to keep phoning. I think we phoned up like 15 times. He got 15 of our votes, and it was all in vain.
I hope he knows that you voted for him 15 times.
Turn your phone over. Look at that. Oh shit, my Gareth Gates bit.
I used to spike my hair up like Gareth Gates.
So did I.
Yeah.
Oh my, did you?
Yeah.
It was the thing to do.
I used to speak like him.
It wasn't the thing to do.
Yeah, I did, yeah. That was just because I was on ketamine at the time. I was going through a bit of a drug phase. But it was still a homage to... I was a Gateshead. Quite the sage.
Who did you vote for, Dan? Will or Gareth?
I was putting pills up my nose. That's what I was doing when this was happening. Can I guess when this happened?
2003, 2002?
Absolutely off my bonnet, sticking
check when he
pills
won.
up my arse.
I think it was 2002.
I think it's 2002.
I was 21 and I was not watching.
I think it was just about post 9/11. I think I remember thinking that at the time.
Yeah, Will Young dedicated Evergreen to all the survivors.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Come on.
United 93, he was like, this is for the people.
No, it was 2002.
2002.
I think he dedicated the album, which came out like a year later.
Yeah.
You shitting me?
No.
No, mate, 9/11 was big.
Gareth Gates.
9/11 was massive, and so was Pop Idol. It was like...
Yeah.
It was the Alien versus Predator of its time.
Well, and that's what it'll be.
9/11 versus Pop Idol. The crossover you didn't think you needed to see. Alien versus Predator was out then as well.
1993 we stand.
Yeah, he dedicated it to, I don't know if it was his first.
Are you joking? Gareth Gates dedicated...
No, Will Young. Will Young won, not
Oh,
Gareth.
Will Young.
Evergreen.
Oh, yeah.
Cost the bookies fucking absolute... Because he was the outsider.
Money.
Right, yeah. I remember it well. I was at Sankey's Soap. We were all talking about it.
Take this moment, make it last forever.
It's got like the noise of the plane
you
going
down.
Give my heart away.
La, la, la. Some of the worst audio we've ever put out. Something about those pills and thrills.
You're the only girl that I need.
A second plane has hit the
You're
tower.
more beautiful than I have ever seen. Oh, yeah.
Will Young. Sorry. I'm just going to tell you. Yeah. Planes into a tower. Good night, everyone. Hang on. No, they're both down. Both towers down. Drive
What was
safe.
Will Young's other banger? Leave right now.
Think I better leave right now.
Before I go any deeper.
That was actually about Tower 2. If only they had. I think I better leave right now.
Because that other tower's on fire.
But the lift's not working.
Yeah, he dedicated every song he ever did to 9/11.
Is it fun to joke about 9/11? Is it?
We're not joking about
Too
9/11.
soon.
We're talking about Will Young. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I need to get out, but I don't like stairs.
If you had that on your bingo, well done. Some extensive bingo card right there.
I think I want to join a choir.
No, you haven't got that on your bingo.
I think... Now the tour's finished, and now we've done the arena gig. Thank you for coming, everyone. I think I want to join a Christian choir. Just
Serica's in a choir.
Gospel choir.
What did you just say?
Gospel.
Serica's in a choir.
No.
right. Can we just?
Right, no, she's
I'm going to come back. Full time. She's a full time chorister.
Yeah. I think it's quieter, actually.
A choirer.
She goes to choir.
She's
I
got
tell
a
you
hell of
what,
a voice, though.
I was trying to think of something we could
Beautiful.
do for the Christmas spirit.
Soprano, she is.
I was trying to think of something we could do for like...
Yeah, of course she is. Of course she's a soprano. Do you know how scary it'd be if Serica was a bass?
Baritone.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. Dick on it.
But there are levels of female voice as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
She's the best.
Soprano, alto. You don't
Yeah.
get many female tenors.
No, but she's the best.
The Queen's on every tenor.
She's the what?
Soprano's the best. Isn't it?
That's someone's joke of the episode. Enjoy that one.
Not anymore.
I did too.
With a chest infection, I'm going to die today.
I was trying. I was trying to think of something to get us like that we could do to give back, right? Because we get a lot of support.
I thought that as well, you know. But I stopped thinking.
So
I thought that, but then I was like, calm your ass.
what if we got all of our listeners? We set up an email that's like whatever at gmail.com.
It's been taken.
United 93. Never forget. Will Young.
And they send us their addresses,
Gmail.com.
and we see how many we can go round in a day doing carol singing, just us. And we go and like visit our fans and do carol singing for them.
So only Scousers then.
That's a really weirdly good idea. I mean, yeah.
Well, we sing I Got Bitches.
Can we put together a carol? What do they call it? Like a carol sheet. They usually do 3 or 4, don't they?
Yeah.
But we could do. Come on, Finn. You're
Leave
very
right
talented.
now.
We could do like.
We don't do Christmas songs. We do Will Young's back catalogue. We do our back catalogue. We do DMX.
Leave right now. But as choristers.
I got bitches all on my dick and every day. Sucking on my balls.
Licking on my
Drinking
balls.
on my balls.
Sucking on my baubles. Can we Christmas it up?
Yeah.
What about pepperoni nipples? What's that? Mistletoe nipples.
What's pepperoni nipples?
It's one of the lyrics in the song.
I don't think I've
Get
concentrated.
all those girls on that motherfucking dance floor with those big old titties and old pepperoni nipples.
Is that an actual DMX line?
No, A2M.
Oh,
That
right,
was on
okay.
the arena.
Yeah, I was drinking.
Yeah, we should go carol singing to give back.
Right, cool. Where's
We see how many different towns we can get through in one 24-hour period.
right? Well, this is going
When
to
are
work
we
out
doing
if
this?
you're a wolf.
When are we doing this?
Tomorrow?
And it started to fall apart. Where could we get to? We can do a few Liverpool. You know, we could travel outside Liverpool.
We could go
Bootle.
and busk. We
What?
could go and busk. That's probably a middle ground. Just be like,
I'll do
all
Jesus
our fans
busking.
come here, meet us here, and we'll do some carols for you.
What?
We get arrested, wouldn't we?
What? Busking in town?
Thought you had to have a license.
No?
I don't.
You do have to get like
You'd have to get
a little thing from the council to say you're allowed to be there.
Wow, that was.
We know that lad that busks in town. He's got a license. He'll let us do it.
That's actually true. One of our.
It would be so out of character if you as Scousers were like, lad, I would love to busk, but you need a little form for the council. And God forbid that I busk without a fucking form.
Well, that's
You
7,
know, I'm a bit of a badass, but I won't do that.
7 years in, Nick. I'm not doing Nick.
Is that Meatloaf song?
I'd do anything for love, but only with a little form for the council. Planning permission, that's how big my dick is.
Rest in peace.
I wonder what sexual act like she asked Meatloaf to do that inspired that song.
I would do anything
What
for
was his real name?
love, but I won't do that.
Yeah, did she want to peg him? Did she want him to rim her?
What do you reckon Meatloaf's real name was? Let's go with a guess for the first. I'm going to go with Kevin.
Right.
I'm going to go with Ronald.
I'm not messing. Ronald, I'm not.
Can I guess the second name? Koeman. I think his
I'm
real
going
name was
Brian.
Ronald Koeman.
I think Brian.
Brian.
It
Big George.
is
Michael.
Michael Lee Adair.
No, he was born Marvin.
Back to
What?
back to what Adam said. What did she ask him to do that he wouldn't do for love?
Yeah, because I've always thought that song must be about like a sexual kink that like a partner of his had.
Oh, I thought it was like going to burn down my ex's house or something.
No, I've always thought it was like, you know, can I put a
Empty the
finger
dish.
up your ass while I'm sucking you off? And he's like,
Oh.
I'll do anything for you, but I won't do that.
Oh, by
the
the early
dishwasher.
90s, Meatloaf was definitely getting pegged. Hey.
Fuck.
That's a fact. Mate, how old was he when he was at
Happy
early
birthday
90s?
to
Was
you,
he
Meatloaf.
early 50s? He must have been early 50s in the early 90s. He must have been in and around 50.
Yeah, that's right.
If my general level of filth that's happening
I know
in
he
my
died
head...
when he was 80.
No, 75.
One of his songs.
Fucking hell, was he?
74.
Fair play to the
I think we're getting-
Meatloaf.
One of his songs is one of my karaoke songs with my cousin. My cousin Katie's a good singer. And whenever like I'm out with her and we end up near a karaoke machine or like in a bar that's doing karaoke, we do a duet of Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
I didn't even know that was a song.
Though it's cold and lonely
That's
in
the
the
face.
deep dark night,
Looks like you're being pegged.
I can see
When are we doing that?
paradise.
Oh, Jesus, there. You mean cousin?
Dashboard Light.
Have you got a form from the council for that? Fucking use some butter. From before.
It's not cheap, Dan. When are we doing our Deadpool?
For the start of the year.
Yes. But when are we doing it?
On the episode
No,
that
you need
will
to
be
do it-
released for the first episode of the year.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
So we're recording one just after Christmas, aren't we?
I reckon I'm going to win. I've got it locked
20
on.
grand prize for the winner.
I'm going Meatloaf.
It's Pele, innit?
Well, yeah.
If he
But it's
makes
a,
it
you,
to
you
the
got
end
you're
of
gonna. So we need 3 each, don't we? But you're gonna have to have like 10 options because it's gonna be like a draft. None of us can have the same person.
It's a snake draft.
Oh, right. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
the-
So if you go, if you get first pick, we'll pick it out of a hat. You could go Pele,
Yeah.
but
He's
like
gone, isn't he? Pele's
You
gone.
do it like fantasy league. You know, like you get a big signing, like a mid-table kind of outside.
No, Finn,
chance.
it's a draft.
Yeah, but I'm
It's
saying,
a draft.
I'm saying because then you could just go for 3 95-year-olds. Just hedge your bets.
That's on you though. Sometimes people live to 96.
You've got to be able to look yourself in the mirror. You've got to pass the mirror test. You know, can you look in the mirror? Is it just a fucking?
I think what Finn is saying is right. We should have to pick one each at least that is under 60.
And I would like
Under 20.
Yeah, okay. I would like to suggest a veto that no one can pick David Attenborough because you cannot bring on the sadness of Uncle David dying.
Why?
We're not taking people off the Deadpool.
He's a magical old.
You didn't say the same
Squirrel
about
finger.
Gorbachev.
He scored well less goals than Pele.
Yeah.
You're not asked about him.
He probably didn't. Pele's in the hospital now. Megan Nurse's putting on his fucking record.
Attenborough's playing five-a-side in Madagascar with some ring-tailed lemurs. Like, yeah, some 2 hat-tricks. Stupid lemurs.
Go on Pele's record. I can guarantee the ring-tailed lemur FC. He scored 6 goals and he put them on his record.
When he was 49.
Yeah, I scored 3,000 goals in my career, lad.
Yeah, take Pele down.
Played against the fucking orphans. Not bad. It doesn't matter that he's dying. That's still my opinion of Pele. He lied.
He lied.
Yeah.
I love how angry you are about such specific things. Fucking Pele. Dirty, cheating, goat cunt.
Mate, he's not even in the top 10 footballers of all time, the daft twat.
He is though, isn't he?
No.
No, he is though. Of course he is.
He's just behind David Attenborough, I'll give you that.
It's behind David Bentley. I hate him.
Did you have David Bentley on your
If I met
bingo
Pele,
card?
I'd just go, yeah, like, lad.
I really love how the Messi-Ronaldo debate, as if there ever really was one,
over.
like in the past 2 months has gone from still like being debated to just completely like there's fan accounts on Twitter who's like are like CR7 the GOAT, which are now tweeting going, yeah, I think I've starved myself of enjoying Messi play football for the past 20 years.
That assist of the day was pathetic.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? No. Gvardiol is he's been one of the standout performers.
82 million, I reckon he was going to United for.
One of the best centre-halves in the whole competition, and Messi made him look like a child.
And Messi is 35 years old.
Yeah, it's towards the end of his career.
Yeah.
I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo, exceptionally good. It's not like, yeah, Messi's the GOAT, but Cristiano's a fucking...
But Ronaldo's
moron.
closer to Neymar than he is to Messi.
Yeah. Ronaldo isn't in the top 3.
Okay.
It's Messi, Maradona, and then you play with the third one.
R9.
Yeah. We've got the injuries. R9, Ronaldinho, obviously Zidane. I'm the biggest.
Georgie Best? Cruyff?
Yeah. So there's so many.
Hard to talk about footballers when they were playing before you were born. You know what I mean? Like it almost feels like you have to do an era-based one, doesn't it? Because when everyone's like, yeah, Maradona, definitely, like, yeah, cool, you watch some clips on YouTube. Like we can talk with authority on Messi and Ronaldo and whatever, but to when people are like, what about Puskás? You're like, what are you even on about?
Yeah.
Because he played it for Real Madrid in 1955 or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be, it
Stefano.
probably is going to be like maybe decade based, whatever. But yeah, the debate is dead and buried, and I hope he wins the World Cup so much. I hope he wins it.
Is there one thing around football, one like bucket list thing that you would like to do? Because we're all, I'm a lapsed football fan, but because of how much I love football Italia, and I'd like to do it in the lifetime of this pod, I would like to go and see one of the, like, it's not a Classico, I get it, but one of the absolute pedigree fucking
Rome
Italian
derby.
teams, like the Rome derby, the Milan derby, or even like Juve Fiorentina, which is a weird old rivalry. Like, and I know this, it probably takes away from it a little bit, but I used to love Sampdoria in the 90s when Platt was there, Mancini, Antillo Lombardo, and Chiesa. And I'd love to go and see Sampdoria play like one of those giants. I'd fucking love it. Is there anything on your bucket list that not
River
Watford
Plate
or
Boca?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
mate,
River
yeah.
Plate Boca.
There'd be the atmosphere there would be like you'd never seen before.
Like Adam, like right, January, book the ticket. What's your?
I've missed my mum's watched Messi at the new camp, and I've missed it. I was stupid. I didn't.
Is there anything that can replace it?
I don't want to see Messi play for PSG.
No, it feels like a bit of a like what, those golfers that are doing the Masters Tour, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to see that. Probably a big European away like that. Maybe a German one. Maybe like be a part of the wall at Dortmund or something like that.
I'm very fortunate that like, as a Liverpool fan, if Liverpool make the right signings in the next couple of windows, Liverpool's period of doing all right is going to be extended. Liverpool need 2 top quality midfielders. Like, those big European aways, I will get to go as a Liverpool fan and experience them. Yeah. Because, like, sort of growing up, I didn't get to go to the game a lot because it was never my dad's thing to go to the match. And
we expensive as fuck.
Yeah. And now that is what I spend the majority of my disposable income on, is following Liverpool wherever I can, getting a ticket anywhere I can. And building up my own membership, which is getting more and more credits to it. Over the next few years, I'll have a full membership card and I'll be able to get tickets for every single game because it's slowly increasing.
Talk me through that. You're not a season ticket holder, but if as a full member, you get first refusal on the tickets that aren't season tickets.
The way Liverpool's tickets work, so there's 28,000 season tickets, I think. So there's about 20,000 tickets for every game that aren't for season ticket holders. And they go to a combination of, you know, there's touts who've got members cards that are full. The way the ticketing system works is, so when it goes on sale at the start of the year, the first people who get to buy a home ticket are the people who went to all 19 home games last season on their membership card, right? And then as soon as they've had the day or 2 days that they get to buy tickets, however many are left go to like the next one down. So it might go down to like people with 16 or more credits can now buy it. And then if it doesn't sell out to them, it goes to 13 or more.
Okay.
And then 10. I've currently got
it's like our patrons.
Yeah. I've currently got, for this season, I think I've got 4 on my membership card. And by the end of the season, that'll probably be 6 or 7. I will have gone to every game, but like only 6 or 7 will be credited to me going. The rest will be someone else has given me their phone, so it stays on their membership because people try and keep hold of the credits because obviously it means they can get tickets.
God, it's a system, isn't it?
It's changed.
So you're going to hit the point where you're in that first refusal.
So
thing.
For the first time ever this season, I've been able to buy tickets on my membership from the club.
Nice. So what is the European away game in the next 2 or 3 seasons?
European aways, I will only be able to get them from people who've been going for years because they are just impossible to get on the ladder for.
Which one? I mean, obviously there's the obvious like, oh yeah, the Bernabeu or whatever. Which one is the one that you'd be like, there'd be like the kid inside you loving going to see that?
The kid inside me is hard to answer because like the kid inside me would just want to go to a league game at Old Trafford.
Right.
Really. Like it much more domestic when you're a kid. Like now I think if Klopp's still in charge, Dortmund, Dortmund away in like a Champions League semi-final would just be...
They're well known for being smart fans as well, aren't they? Which is something that like
great fans. Well, very well.
The big clubs have tend to have like proper knowledgeable fans. Dortmund are held up as that. Where's yours, Finn?
I've never gone to one like
Carnarvon El Clasico.
No, it's Bangor. Bangor Rail.
It's
the derby.
It's Bangor El Clasico.
It got abandoned the last time they played.
Well, I saw the video.
Yeah.
At Real.
Yeah.
So people were like, "What fucking bad juju did you?" What did you leave on the pitch? Because they kick fuck out of each other, didn't they?
The lad that threw the punch, I played with him at Real a few years ago.
Oh, he was dying to start a fight, that guy.
I'd love to go to watch Beşiktaş, who are my Turkish team.
And I'm out.
What?
I'm joking.
You'd have to keep your head down there, though.
Oh, why?
They hate Welsh. They hate Welsh people. Yeah. Never heard about that.
Yeah.
No, I missed that.
Beşiktaş hate the Welsh.
The pre-season friendly of 91 when Wrexham went over. Beşiktaş.
Ryan Giggs had sex with the president on live television.
Ryan Giggs was there. He was 14. He got bumped.
He was buying this. We nearly had them.
I don't think we did. Oh, I thought they were proper spicy games.
Beşiktaş against what? Fenerbahce, Galatasaray?
Yeah, Galatasaray probably. I think it'd be... They're rowdy, aren't they? All those...
In my head, genuinely, in my head, at every single one of those games every year, thousands die.
Everyone's on fire.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it seems so dangerous to me to go to one of those Turkish big games.
Graham Souness keeps going as well, just to wind everyone up.
So I was in Turkey, Euro 2008, when they got to the semis.
Yeah.
And after every group match, every knockout game, when they won, there was... Do you know, like, what's the Simpsons sheriff called? Where he just shoots guns in the air.
Wigan.
Do you know what I'm on? Oh, my God.
Carl's definitely ill.
The Texan.
Everyone would just go and do that. So they just shoot guns in the air, Just kids would be shooting guns in the air, riding around on motorbikes. It was so loud. Fireworks.
I think you're forgetting the FA Cup final of 1987 when Everton played Liverpool out on the street. Round that way.
We had AGs.
So I'd definitely like to go. Even a Turkish national team. There's a Turkey-Wales are playing next year in Cardiff. I'm going to try and get down to that one.
You're going to have a half and half scarf for that. That's the one time I'll find it acceptable.
That's the one that's everyone done where I'm like, okay, enjoy that trip. Have a lovely time.
Who's making half and half Turkey Wales scarves? Who's putting their money into that?
There'll be loads of them that day.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
If also, can someone buy one for me, please?
If you're over the age of 12 and you've got a half and half scarf, you're a cool guy. Cool guy.
I honestly don't understand it at all.
Do you use it to dry up all that pussy?
You don't understand getting one or the hate of it?
The fact that it exists. Never mind buying it. It's so
because
confusing.
if you're an 8-year-old from Sweden and you're coming to see a game at Old Trafford, it's exciting. It's both the teams that are playing.
Like, I get it if you go to a foreign game and you're a fan like that, but if you're a domestic fan and you buy a half and half scarf, you are.
Hey, you're not even allowed to wear a fucking kit at Anfield. You know, half and half scarf.
You are if you're playing.
No, you are. Look at these fucking 11 trying too hard, all wearing red.
I would have read.
Hey. That's the home team, Adam. Fucking Wolves.
I would have read Bergos.
Thiago's a fucking wool. Where's he from? What colour's his bin?
Guaranteeing you right now, Thiago's not got a purple bin.
No.
He's not living in Old Swan,
Thiago. He's got the purple bin.
Thiago goes to Tesco and Old Swan.
I live in Liverpool. No, you fucking don't, Thiago. Fuck off to Southport.
I would have read Bergos on the Gladys once, and someone said behind me, lad, what the fuck are you doing, weren't I? I was like, lad, it's just a coat, it's cold.
I actually, when me and Steve decorated the Christmas tree here, which is red and gold, I wanted to get a photograph of you two stood in front of it. And I was just going to tweet Ronald Koeman would be proud.
Style, yeah.
Well, there are blue Santa Claus at Goodison, aren't there?
When Ronald Koeman was manager of Everton and he put their Christmas tree up and he decorated it with red tinsel, and Everton fans went ballistic.
Fans made him change it.
That's why he tried to change his name to Meatloaf.
Like they were on the best run of form. They'd been on in years. They were like, no, get him out the club. It's a red Christmas tree. Should be fucking blue.
If Ronald Koeman was on fire, I wouldn't spit on him.
Like Meatloaf.
But that dates back to the tree. That is partly to do with the tree. Look at his.
Oh,
mate, Everton fans would have to be pretty hardline. It's like, yeah, we won the Champions League twice under Koeman, but that fucking Christmas tree incident's disgusting.
I'd punch his big, fat, stupid punch bag head twat head in. I hate him so much.
But I won't do that. Brexit. Hi, guys. Time to talk about my absolute favourite sponsor now. It's Manscaped.com.
Santa baby, it must be a holiday miracle because the sponsors of today's show, Manscaped, are providing the tools your man needs to stuff all your stockings, if you know what I mean.
Mama like that.
Cock and pussy. That's right. This holiday season, Manscaped has vowed to make sure your man's tree is standing tall with 2 presents underneath. I think they mean his balls. Anyway, trust me, ladies, Santa's cookies aren't the only thing you're going to want to get your hands on. You'll also want to touch his cock. Have him join the 7 million other sexy lumberjacks who use Manscaped and get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with the code WORD20. Oh, baby, it's cold outside, and you'll feel the cold even more when your balls have got no hair on them.
It's a really good Christmas present. If you're looking to buy someone a nice gift set, think outside the box and get them a box of Manscaped. I tell you who would really like to have no pubes. It's Peter.
I've got no pubes, of course.
Hey, mate, how you doing there, lad? Tickling under there.
Peter, you're so smooth. Do you shave your balls with Manscaped?
No, your wife does.
Wow. Tell you what, Peter's snappy.
Manscaped's best-selling product is the Performance Package 4.0, which is at the top of every man's wish list this year. You get the lawnmower body trimmer, the, dare I say, best trimmer on the market for balls, back, chest, and the list goes on. There's the weed whacker, which is the ear and nose trimmer, and let's not forget their famous liquid formulations, the crop preserver, the ball deodorants, the ball reviver, ball toner, to keep them smelling nice down there.
Peter, what do you think?
When you're sucking a penis,
smells lovely.
You really want it to be floral. So go to manscaped.com and use the code WORD20 for 20% off and worldwide shipping. Peter, have you actually got bollocks?
Yes, I've got 2 bollocks on my chin.
Nice. Merry Christmas. And we are back. A little bit of an announcement. Adam Rowe.
We're doing some... So we've listened, basically. This is what I said on the post of the day. A lot of you have been asking us to do a tour for a while. We can't tour the podcast because the podcast only works. The podcast is so much better when we haven't seen each other for a good few days. And it's because we never script it. It's always sort of on the fly, bouncing off each other, and we love doing it. If we try and do that in a tour and try and do a load of venues and try and do 2 or 3 more a week on top of the 2 we already do, it will take away, from the live shows, they will get like draining for us. And in here, we will just lose a bit of the magic. So we were trying to figure out a way we can come to yous in different cities in a way that doesn't harm what we do in here, which is what, yous all listen for. So the advantage we've got over a lot of other sort of the bigger podcasts is that me and Dan are both stand-up comedians and we're both capable of hosting stand-up shows. So we're releasing a load of Have a Word stand-up shows around the country. We're probably going to do 5 or 6 in the first half of next year. The first one is on sale right now. It's at the Hackney Empire in London. Most of the tickets went on pre-sale. So at the time of recording, there's about 200 that are all unreserved gallery seating and they're still available to buy. I imagine by the time this goes out, they might have already gone. But if you haven't had a look and you do live near London, go and check that out. We are working on a date in Glasgow. Because we're going to try and do Glasgow, there probably won't be another Scottish one. So you'll have to come to see us there. We're going to come as close to you as we can.
Glasgow slaps. I can't wait, mate.
Working on Newcastle or the Northeast as well. Dublin and or Belfast. And we'll probably try and hit Birmingham just so we're hitting the Midlands. And from there, that if we can find time, there might be a Cardiff as well, or a Bristol or somewhere towards the southwest. We're going to try and get to a few places and do really big stand-up shows. And the main idea behind this is me and Dan will host it. Sometimes we'll host it together. We'll both be on stage together, riffing with each other whenever we're in the mood for that. And sometimes Dan will host the first half. He'll introduce 2 guests. There'll be a break, and I'll host the second half and introduce 2 guests, or the other way around. And we're going to film them all. And it's going to be a new branch of Have a Word where we release essentially our own version of Live at the Apollo or Michael McIntyre's Roadshow, I suppose it's more like, because we're traveling around the country.
We got some funny mates.
And it's our way of giving other comedians another way of being on our platform rather than just sitting on the couch, showcasing what makes them brilliant and the reason they get on the couch in the first place, which is being good at stand-up comedy in some big rooms around the country at the same time of coming to you and giving you a live show, and you get to see me and Dan at the same time. Because as you know, when we tour ourselves, we do it independently. Dan does his own tour as a support act. I do my own tour. I have a support act. This is a way to see both of us. The lads will be with us as well. They'll be filming. They'll be backstage. It's a proper team effort, and that's how we're going to tour Have a Word in the first half of 2023.
Second half is our tours.
Yeah.
I'm not playing the Hackney Empire, but I'm playing Leicester Square Theatre.
I'm sticking to Leicester Square for the next tour.
I think it's beautiful. Finn Taylor's special looks fucking great there. I've never been.
Yeah, it's great.
DanNightingale.com for my tour later in the year. It's obviously smaller venues. It's just my show. But I am so excited about the Have a Word stand-up tour. I know we've not properly branded it yet, but there's something about you and me and the lads being there just comparing, which is something that I've done so many gigs, Beat the Frog, done it all my career. Well, and knowing that we're bringing on, like Live at the Apollo and some of the stand-up on TV, there's some excellent comics going there, but there's some absolute fucking monsters that haven't done it. And we get to go, yeah, we have no agenda. There's no other reason anyone's getting on for other than them being fucking brilliant at what they do.
Yeah. I'm quite excited to see people see you doing crowd work, because when I started, and obviously Carl remembers this as well because he came with me to a lot of my first gigs, you were widely regarded as one of, if not the best crowd work compere in the whole of the country, to the point where everyone just wanted you to do that, and you stopped taking bookings of it because you were like, fuck this, I want to do my own stuff as well. Now you've got the platform to tour yourself. You can now use this skill that you just fucking put on the fucking subs bench for a few years and do it in front of these big, massive rooms. And
I couldn't do a set on this tour, and I'm not. If we do other big podcast shows, you know, we've got plans for next year and everything. I need to compare, because putting a tour together, especially when you've just done one, it's, you know, you've got to. That's where all your stuff's got to go, isn't it? Like, I didn't do crowd work on the in the tour just gone on Smasher, apart from a few little bits that led into it, which actually ended up being really fun. But yeah, to walk out and go, oh, this is unscripted, this is ad-libbing, and knowing that it's lids.
You did it in phase 1 the other day, and it made me happy to watch. You did some crowd work in phase 1.
I was a bit distracted then, but the new bits material nights that we've done at phase 1, and I've done a couple in at the Edge in Chorlton, it is great to go. I don't know, like, it's funny, because I've played some tricky rooms as a comparing to all of our podcast fans, where they've seen most of your stuff. It's a weird challenge. Like, you can't, sometimes when you're comparing, you'll know this, you go, right, I'll chat to them for a bit and then I'll do a banger, because you're relying on the fact that they've not seen the bangers. All of our hardcore lids, especially the ones that are coming to like new material nights, the people that are, I mean, I'm like becoming mates with some of them. That's how long they've been like patrons. You're like, they've seen all the jokes, so you really do either have to do brand new stuff or ad-lib, and I think proper comedy happens. Some of it isn't always amazing, but some of it is truly like, you can't rely on that circuit thing of going, I'll just do one of the old hits. All my old hits are out there. It's exciting. I can't wait to
very exciting. And we can't wait to come to some different places as a team. It's very, very exciting. And we're sorry it's taken us so long to do any sort of tour, but the last couple of years have been very busy for all of us, and, you know, getting a new studio, putting our first tours together off the back of Have a Word. We're very, very grateful for your patience. The London show essentially sold out on the pre-sale immediately. The only tickets left are unreserved.
The people we work with are like, they're giving us updates, and like, you can tell they're like, fucking hell, lads.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. That's one of the advantages of being a patron, by the way. I know if you listen to the podcast, or you've seen the intro on the YouTube, you see us talking about all the specials and the fact that we do a patron exclusive and there's early release. One of the sneaky undersold things is now we're doing more live shows. If you're a patron, you get the pre-sale. You get the pre-sale.
It isn't even
link.
pre-sale most of the time. It's just it's the only
sale.
place you're getting, and that's not us putting it behind the paywall. That's just because our fans are so avid. Yeah, they need a chance.
And the patron gets priority.
Well, even if there's going to be like 30 tickets or whatever that go in general sale for this London one, by the time it actually goes to general sale, it's unreserved balcony bench seating, which is still, you know, you still want to be in the building. But if you want a good seat, like my favourite seat in a theatre when I go and watch something like Hamilton or something, is like the front row of the dress circle.
I love front row dress.
Isn't E meant to be the best seat in the
front
house?
row of dress? Oh, you get me out. I love a lot of circles. But the dress circle, because the other one's naked, and then you've got someone's dick next to you, and you have to touch it because you're like, oh, it's the theatre.
How do you think it's the dress circle?
Do you know what I mean? No, Finn.
Yeah.
The front row of the first circle.
Yeah.
Is the best view in the house. There's no one in front of you. You can see the whole stage, and you're not like looking up the entire time.
Yeah. Also, great seats are the ones I had for the Book of Mormon, where you're so high you feel like you've got vertigo, and you can also see where everything's taped down on the stage where they've got to stand. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna have to stand there. That's good. And you can also see who's got dandruff in the dress circle.
Are we getting a tour bus for this?
80 quid. No.
Why?
We're going in yours.
I'm going to tour bus.
We're going in your car.
We could.
I think we should absolutely get a tour
hire
bus.
a bus though, couldn't we?
And put some decals on it. Come
Jeez.
on. Can we get a bus?
Yes, please. I mean, yeah.
Because you can use it for your tour. Adam can use it for his tour. We can just change the decals up and it's the Have a Word tour bus.
Cool. Right, we're parking that at yours. Laura will not be happy about it.
I've got a parking space in my building.
Yeah, for a tour bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, it's going to be quite the tight turning circle.
Can we get an electric tour bus and just link it to Adam's flat?
Right, let's do some questions. That's enough exciting promo. Let me just check. Oh, our rider is heading to the restaurant to pick up our food.
Corey.
We need to stop Adam being the person who deals with the food. This has happened twice now. Adam's too important within the podcast to be like, oh God, yeah, me scran. Just note for next time.
Any questions?
Ben Wadworth.
I'm just saying right now, if that, last time when this happened and I was having to be all covert and it got a bit awkward, and I think you.
How do you give your phone to Steve?
No one is ever touching my phone. There's pictures of my dick on it. No. If that goes in a minute, I'm just gonna. I know it's a bit unprofessional. It doesn't happen very often. Next time, Steve can take over. If this kicks off in a minute, I'm just gonna answer whatever it is. I'm just gonna deal with it.
Because we do that. Oh yeah, there's no holds barred then.
Yeah, I think that hold should be barred. Ben Wadsworth says,
I'm
question.
your Marzo.
Ben what?
Wadsworth.
For being too vigorous.
Ben, you killed. Ben Wadsworth says, question.
Question.
Wag Lids, last year my New Year's resolution was to get into lemon. Now, when I read this the first time,
Lemo.
I thought he'd literally done a typo on Lemo. And he'd gone, do you know what? Next year, I need to get a bit of
Get into
coke in my life. But he meant lemon. So his New Year's resolution, old Wadsworth, was to get into lemon. Having never been a fan.
What's lemon?
I had a literally lemon. The
lemon?
fruit lemon.
What?
Get into it.
Yeah.
Get into
Fan
lemon.
club.
He's got no hands, so he's trying to figure out a way to peel it.
How do I get into this lemon? Lemon's such a fucking
can't
staple
enjoy
flavour.
a gin and tonic.
Lemon's such a staple flavour. Everyone should have lemon in their life.
It's not. No, I don't think it is a staple flavour. I think it's more
I
of
think
a.
it is.
Yeah.
Lemonade.
I think it's more of an accent flavour for most foods.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, everyone's got lemon in their life at some point.
I like lemon in me drinking life. I don't like it in me food life. Like when someone squeezes lemon
On a
like
fish.
as a garnish, I ate it.
You freak. If you put fish, get a lemon and squeeze it on your fish, you're a lizard, they ate you.
I will never do that then, and it's because of the lemon. Hang on, where does
All garnishes can suck me dick, by the way.
If you've had a drizzle
Garnishes, like I'm dreading the lamb chops that I've got on the way because I know they're going to be cummed in coriander.
Cummed in coriander. You should just not take that preference. Lemon drizzle. Come on.
Lemon drizzle
Cake wise,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. That's
A lemon sorbet. A fucking, what are the sweets? Dumbledore's favourite sweets, what are they called?
I honestly could not. If I was ever with anyone in a cake shop that had an abundance of cakes available, like an array, and they chose lemon drizzle, I don't think I'd ever speak to them again.
Lemon drizzle's a great cake.
Wait, what?
It's not the first choice ever, though.
Oh, okay. That's not how.
If you choose lemon drizzle over chocolate cake, so I understand if you've got a hankering for cake and there's only lemon drizzle left.
I've got a real hankering for cake.
No, chocolate cake is heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
So every time you fancy a cake, you're like, yes, fucking double chocolate fudge gatto. That's full on, isn't it?
Sarah Lee chocolate gatto, mate.
Oh, Sarah
with
Lee.
double cream.
A Victoria sponge. It's just.
Do you know Sarah Lee was married to Paul McCartney in my head?
Was she in Steps?
Lisa Scott.
That was Lisa Scott Lee.
She's from real.
And Andy Scott Lee was someone else.
Her brother.
Yeah, but I don't know. But he was something else. He was
in Steps?
No, he was a singer on his own right.
Yeah.
Have his own back.
Yeah.
I used to love Lisa Scott Lee.
Yeah, she's fit. She's about 4 foot nothing as well.
Did she have? Was she blonde?
No.
Was she the brunette?
Yeah. She's now a teacher in Dubai.
She came to my mate's birthday party when we were at college.
Lisa Scott Lee.
Lisa Scott Lee.
Was she invited?
7,000 episodes in and
Nick.
still having revelations.
There used to be a B&Q just north of the town centre in Preston, and there was some sort of like fucking social club. Someone randomly had one of their birthdays from college there. Fuck me, I wish I knew his name. Jerry McLaughlin's mate from the band Cujo. Oh, fuck!
The band Cujo.
Did you not have college bands? We had college bands.
No.
Cujo were like the popular college band because they were all the sound guys.
You got your head punched in if you even knew what a band was in our sixth form.
What do you mean?
We're too cool for school in sixth form, mate.
Yeah.
No bands.
Oh, yeah, they're cool for school. You wasn't in any bands. We just played five-a-side for 26 hours a day, lad.
Correct.
Otherwise, you were fucking homosexual.
No, that is exactly what our school was like right up until the third year of sixth form.
You weren't in. There was no band at college.
Music was gay.
Correct.
Well,
like genuinely, like you would be homophobically abused if you went near a guitar.
Correct.
So sad. It's so fucking sad. What a sad thing.
Yeah, it is sad.
When you're all 17, 18-year-old lads.
Pathetic.
Yeah, horrible.
Was the college bands at yours?
No, they didn't. They didn't have any funding for music, so we weren't allowed to do it.
Oh no, hang on. It wasn't a college. Hell, this is the Cardinal Newman Band. It was just lads at...
No one did music. No one did music.
No. We did Bears and 40 lads.
Wow, cool. Well, we had loads of fun going to fucking Battle of the Bands nights, supporting our mates.
We had loads of fun playing 45-a-side. Yeah. On a 5-a-side pitch.
You went to Battle of the Bands? Are you in a fucking 90s American film? Battle of the Bands?
No, we just had mates in bands. Just because you've never had mates in bands doesn't mean this shit doesn't exist.
Bands doesn't sound like a word anymore.
I once kicked Suso out of a birthday party.
Lisa Scott Lee, go on.
It's fucking pointless. The ADHD. Lads, bands, I cannot believe you knew anyone that played an instrument. You should end your own life and don't get a fucking Google Pixel 7. Anyway, Dan, go on. Carry on the story.
Was Lisa Scott Lee in your college band?
No, she was a goth and I killed her because she was gay. Because Lisa Scott Lee didn't play 45-a-side every day. What have you come to a party?
By the way, it needs explicitly saying we're not saying it was good. We're not saying this is like a point of pride. We're saying our school was horrific and ridiculous.
Oh, okay, good. I thought
we're not feeling like, oh, your school was shit. You had music. Should have played with Kinraid and Tom.
Yeah. No, we're not saying we liked it, but our school was so fucking... I can't even think of the word.
Telling you what it was like.
All right, cool. Well, our college was...
You wouldn't get pissed off with a Vietnam veteran telling you about his woes, would you?
Yeah, I would. I'd be like, stop fucking whinging. They were shooting. Shut up, Jeff. I thought you were having a go. You know what? I've got PTSD from being absolutely abused on the Patreon episode for going, I don't want an iPhone. Yeah. You absolutely...
Why bring it back up?
Fucking emotionally karate chop me. And now I'm like, I feel like every time I go, yeah, there was lads at school that had a band. Oh, fucking hell, lads. That is a war crime. I feel like that's how everything goes. Lemon drizzle cake. End your life. End your children's life. Have you ever picked a fucking lemon drizzle cake? Kill your children. Good night. Tiago is a fucking wall. End his life as well. If you pick lemon drizzle cake, you should kill Tiago Alcantara. That's what I think.
The trailer is going to have absolutely none of the guests in this week.
Dan, do you know I kicked Suso out of Adam's birthday party?
My 21st. Former Liverpool hot prospect Suso.
I was about to say the lad that didn't do much.
He's in Italy now.
No, he did quite well in the end. He went to Sevilla and then went to AC Milan.
Oh, sorry, but he didn't do much for LFC.
No.
So he was knocking about Adam's party.
I invited him.
He never?
And he got there and got a bit rowdy.
No, he never invited him.
Did he turn up with Lisa Scott Lee?
He did. No, we're in the VIP section of this gaff for his party. And Suso wandered in. And I went, "Something lad, who are you?" And he went, "Oh, I'm Suso." I went, "I couldn't give a fuck who you are. Are you invited to this party?" And he went, "No." I went, "Get out then." And he found out and went mad. Why are you kicking Liverpool players at my party? I was like, I couldn't give a fuck who you are.
Right, hang on.
There's pictures.
100%.
There's pictures of it. I'll show you. He's got his hood up like a daft twat.
Imagine if Ronald Koeman had turned up.
I think it's on my old Instagram that I could never delete and also couldn't.
Yeah, because he was like,
how did Suso find out about your birthday party?
Because someone told him about it.
He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a VIP. I'll wander into this, see what it is." I went, "You're not invited, kid. Get out."
You're not even made the first team. You're not making the party.
And he went, "Why are you kicking Liverpool players at my party?" I went, "Because you wasn't
invited." Yeah, that's me and Suso at my 21st.
Let's see. Yeah, I wasn't joking.
Liverpool's so stupid. Yeah, lad. Suso was at me party. Fucking El Hadj Diouf came to me niece's christening.
I kick him out of that as well at that twat.
Carl just fucking off everyone. Hey, Phil Thompson, get back in your car.
Do you know I used to shout big nose at Phil Thompson every single day? He used to sit in his car outside St. Teddy's.
You don't look loads. You look better.
Yeah.
Carl literally looks like...
Well, Carl's beard, what it does more than anything is hides how pointy his chin is.
Oh, my God.
Carl's got an absolute Dorito head.
It's like someone stuck him in a suit after rescuing him from Auschwitz.
No, mate, it's a bit rough, isn't it? Are you mocking the Holocaust?
He's mocking your face.
It sounds like you're making light of the Holocaust.
Good. Keep underlining it, Carl. Keep on.
But yeah, I don't give a fuck who you think you are. You're not invited to the party, and I kicked them out. Like, get out.
Well, everyone was well happy that Lisa Scott-Lee from Steps turned up to Matthew something's
I kicked
party.
her out as well. She wasn't fucking invited.
She was actually.
Really unfortunate saying
She was.
If she was invited, cool. But
She was dating someone's, like, his older brother or his cousin or something.
You can't use the
It's
Scott
just
Lee
one-
name to get in anywhere.
You what?
You can't use the Scott Lee name to just
Suso was there as well. It was weird.
11.
You're right, lads.
Literally.
Doing it. You're just the
Carl did kick him out.
Portuguese child.
Right, Carl did kick him out. And then about 10 minutes later, someone was like, did you see Suso before? Come into your birthday. And Carl told him to fuck off. And I went mental. And I was like, why are you kicking him out? And then but he'd stayed in the club. So I went and found him in the club and took that photograph.
Good looking lad.
Me? I know, yeah.
No,
Suso.
good looking lad, Suso. You keep him around. Oh, is that the?
No, he had us hood up.
You were
Enough
the.
Spanish at that party.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah,
There was only
the
one
fucking
good.
Spanish contingent. He had us hood up. Who does he think he is? It was the night time indoors.
Liverpool hot prospect Suso.
Yeah, well, not on my watch. Get out.
I had such high hopes for him. The player I had the most high hopes for ever at Liverpool that never made it at all.
Gonzalez.
Danny Pacheco.
Oh,
Remember him?
Yes.
from Greece.
No, he was Spanish as well. He was Spanish as well.
Is that Danny Zuko joke?
That was Danny Zuko, wasn't it?
I think it made sense in my head. As soon as you said it, I was like, I need a cool rider. Shit, that's Grease 2.
I've never seen Grease 2, but Grease 1 is one. And, I'm not a fan of musicals. Grease 1 is fire.
Grease 1 is just something that my sister played so much, it didn't give a shit if I liked it or not. It was just on, and that she just watched it. So I know all of it. And then Grease 2 was the similar thing.
Grease is the word is a certified band.
Oh,
Grease
mate.
is the word,
Grease
is
goes
the word
off.
that you heard. It's got groove, it's got feeling.
Also,
Finn, can you do me a favour? Can you run into the lobby and tell them that the
Suso's
food is
here.
on the way and that the code is 29? And then we're done.
Suso's, yeah, tell him to get
Just
out.
tell them to go and wait downstairs, please.
Lucas Laver's trying to get in. Tell him to fuck off.
Oh, I didn't order Sophie any food.
She doesn't like it, Indian.
Grease is the word, is the word. Have you seen Grease 2? You've never seen it?
No, I don't want to ruin it.
Reproduction.
Is it the same
Same
Rydell
vibe.
High, is it?
Yeah.
Rydell.
So, Ben Wadsworth says, that was absolutely textbook. He's had a lemon odyssey, and we didn't even get to the end of the question. What he tried was, he got banged into lemon curd. He started using lemon curd, which is a childhood spread of mine that I don't think I've eaten lemon curd since 1991.
Brother of Cake-Head.
Curd.
like
They got treated so badly.
I was joking.
Lemon kids got treated awfully.
Awful. Lemon cake, limoncello. So he says, I fancy doing something again this year to get into something new, but what should I get into?
Beetroot.
That's from old Waddo.
Beetroot.
Beetroot. Yeah. My gran used to love beetroot.
Oh, mate, beetroot on a scouse.
She
Horrific. Ruins it.
I know, do you reckon, yeah?
yeah, but on a
Hate it.
fucking
I don't like the juice, but I like the actual beetroot.
on
Goes
a
off.
chocolate fudge cake. She used to pickle it, I think. Pickle beetroot, is that right?
It comes pickled, doesn't it?
Oh, does it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Like the big
I know
chunks of it.
nothing about proper food. I'm really worried about our roast that he's doing.
It's gonna be phenomenal. Just be worried about how nice it is.
Laura's like, "You doing what?" So she was like, "You're having nacho." Have we spoken about this? We're doing a Christmas dinner.
It's a secret.
I'm doing a Christmas dinner for these guys to give each other presents. Yeah. And
It doesn't have to be a massive secret, does it?
I didn't know you knew.
Right. Okay. Good. And I'm having my first roast.
you are. You're having an Adam roast.
Genuinely, you're
A
going
roast
to go.
of Adam.
You're going to go. Oh wow, that's good. And oh, that's good. You know,
No, I don't think you know how food phobias work. But I'm not going to be like, "Oh God, yeah, great." I'm going to go. I'm going to
so heavy,
regress.
Yeah, for fork as well.
It's going to go.
My
bad.
roast is. You're
With-
never going to have a chip again.
Oh, when I get that peri salt out and put it on those roasties, they're going to bang, mate.
If you try one without peri salt on it, you can then do whatever you want to the rest of them.
Okay, cool. I can't eat baby
What meat are we going for?
I'm doing lamb and chicken.
Oh,
together.
Can we have a goose?
Hybrid.
What?
Can we have a goose?
Bring your ma, yeah?
Hey.
Clip it.
Can you put the
So
lamb in
then,
the chicken?
Ben, because me and Adam couldn't think of anything else, beetroot is the answer. beetroot. There used to be in Battery Park, when I used to live in Chorlton, one of my memories of Chorlton is in Manchester. There's a place called Battery Park and it does smoothies. And one of their smoothies had beetroot in it. And I was trying to be healthier. So it was like orange, carrot or whatever and a bit of beetroot. And it fucking worked.
Yeah, beetroot goes off me.
All right, cool.
I'm going to start smoking next year. That's my New Year's resolution.
You're not my mate then. We'll put your arms down.
Off.
No.
That's a red card.
You're not smoking in here. I'll let him off.
Hang on. Smoking what? Just
Pot.
cigars?
Wow.
I'm becoming a pot man.
Yeah, I think help you out.
Yeah.
Oh, we should go to Amsterdam then.
I'm doing my potty training in January. And then...
That's usually something else.
What do you mean?
Oh,
He's learning how to use the toilet.
Oh, he's learning
how to smoke pot.
Can't wait for you to.
This is a separate issue.
Can't wait for you to actually get stoned when you thought you were stoned on CBD.
Can I get stoned before the Christmas dinner so that I've got the munchies so that I actually eat the roast of Adam?
No.
Oh, that would have worked. I think if I had the fucking
Christmas isn't a time for pot. Christmas is a time for celebrating the people you love and family.
And good food. And good people.
Don't tell no one.
I'm going to do it like a big feast where like I just put like a tray of roasties out and you just help yourself to the roasties.
Oh, American style?
Yeah.
Pass the yams, Dan. That's what I'll say. Yams!
We're having a Thanksgiving.
Don't shout like that, because I'm just letting you know this is separate from what me and Finn talk
Brad
about.
Pitt quote.
Sometimes when I sit down for a meal, I can seem a little bit hazy. And I do suffer in and around mid-December, late December, with quite bad red eye. So I'm just letting you know, don't shout yams.
It's a Friends quote.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
I'm
Brad
just
Pitt.
letting you know. I've got my allergies get bad in and around third week of December.
You're going to get stoned, aren't you?
Piriton. It's going to work. Edible.
I'm very excited. I'm hungry now, so I'm excited for it. Do you know what I mean? Like I could eat it now.
It's going to be wonderful.
We having stuffing.
Yeah.
Yorkshires.
Oh, what is
Stuffing?
What is stuffing, by the way?
Sage and onion. Just
Oh, mate.
it's
Fucking, I
lovely.
could eat a vat of stuffing.
Can I have stuffing without sage or onion?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Do you know when you make a stuffing, do you like the crispy outer layer or do you like tucking into the middle kind of
Either.
slightly softer?
I like the crispy bit personally, but you need a good balance of both.
Yeah.
So we're having stuffing.
Stuffing
We're having
balls.
pigs in blankets.
Yes.
Yorkies, lamb and chicken, roasties and mash.
Oh my
yes.
God. Yeah, Dan, you like mash?
I got any carrots in
I
the
despise mash.
Honey glazed carrots, honey glazed parsnips.
Carrot and turnip?
Half.
No, just carrots.
No carrot and turnip, no?
No. Honey glazed carrots, honey glazed parsnips.
Mash is the worst form of potato.
No.
No.
Wrong.
There is no worse form of potato than mash.
You know what? I like mash. I really do, but I agree with them.
All other potato-based banter is better than
The
crisps, chips, French fries.
I think it is the worst, but it's still great.
I think for me it just pips hash brown.
No, a hash brown at the right time.
No, because roasties are go
When you're hungover with your Mackie
Waffles
D's
are-
breakfast,
You want a
here's
load of
some
mash?
mash.
Yeah, Mackie's breakfast is shit, by the way. But can you keep listing what we're having?
I think I was done.
With gravy on the top. Are we
Yeah.
having any like precursor, like a starter? Like a
I am.
prawn salad?
Cheese
prawn
board.
cocktail even?
I'm having a precursor.
There'll be a cheese ball for afterwards
200 milligrams.
Can we have a prawn cocktail or a soup?
Finn.
on your way.
200 milligrams.
Yeah.
I want a Joey Diaz
Yeah.
dose.
You want to go vegetarian?
That's right, cocksucker.
Um,
I didn't do Joey Diaz then. I did Benicio del Toro in Usual Suspects. Give me the fucking cur.
Dan, have you ever had a prawn cocktail?
Have I what?
What the
Who's force up, innit?
Fuck. Have you ever had a
del
prawn
Toro.
cocktail, Dan?
Has Dan ever had a prawn cocktail?
Sorry, Carl. What's the question?
Have you ever eaten...
It's more likely he's had a prawns cock in his ass.
Have you ever...
Well,
Either?
that's what sets my allergies off. Third week of December.
What's the sauce?
No,
What's
of course
it called?
I've not.
Gravy.
If you're having gravy on your prawn cocktail...
Prawn
sort of-
cocktail.
Thousand Island sauce.
That's it.
Cold prawns on lettuce with some fucking sieges on it. Do you think I've had that, Carl?
Oh, it's so good.
It literally looks like the kind of ice cream you get in hell.
I don't really love prawns cold. I like them hot. I've actually got prawns sat out there right now. Can you press that button so I can go and eat them?
Yeah, I'm starving.
Come on.
Let's get Pablo's,
One more. Would you rather? Quickly.
No.
Quickly. Zach Roberts says, all right, Lids, would you rather give up your favourite meal for life or only eat your favourite thing for only eat your favourite thing, for every meal for a year? Keep smashing it. That's
so basically, Zach. I've got to give up roast dinners forever, or all I can eat for a year is roast dinners. I'd give up roast dinners forever. I could live without roast dinners. It's just my favourite meal. That variety of life, I need it. I'm a spicy guy.
Yeah, you can't wake up and have a roast dinner for your breakfast.
All right, I'm going to do a quick caveat because that was too easy. Would you rather give up your favourite meal for life or you have to eat your favourite thing once a day for a year? So you either lose a leg of lamb that's off the table forever, or you have to have a bit of lamb at some point in every day.
Oh, a bit of lamb every day then?
No, a roast dinner takes 8 hours for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But that isn't my favourite meal.
I'd give up my favourite meal because I like a lot of different food. So I could live without my favourite. I could probably live without my favourite 4 things.
If I lose one of my favourite, a favourite meal, that's 25% of my diet gone. It's a major problem.
Nando's?
Oh, God,
surely Nando's is your favourite.
Losing Nando's would be problematic for me.
Yeah.
Give me some edibles.
We go and eat now.
I'd love to have some edibles.
That's how I eat
some
it.
edible lamb chops.
We got it. See you after the break.
What's happening, lads? I'm here to tell you about the best thing in the world and Dan's absolute favourite sponsor. It's called a VPN, specifically NordVPN. Other VPNs are available, but we don't recommend them.
They're rubbish. Awful VPNs. I tried some of the competitors and I was like, this is a terrible VPN.
And also, they all gave me viruses, and I'm not just talking about on my computer. I'm talking I had chlamydia, gonorrhea, and that was all from not using NordVPN.
You gave me a chest infection.
NordVPN, though, will clear all of that up. And you'll be able to watch porn from Uganda.
Get in.
I mainly use my VPNs to watch like Premier League footy games because you can get them when they're being streamed abroad, not streamed in the UK.
He loves it, the Al Jazeera match, don't you? Yeah. You prefer it?
No. I watch the British games, but they're not broadcast in Britain because that's how the world works.
Yes, Dan, come on.
I watch the Al Jazeera coverage.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Well then,
a little goal. It's much more fun, isn't it?
If you go to nordvpn.com/have a word, you'll get 4 months free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's how long?
4 months free.
Wow.
That's 1/3 of the year.
That's right, Peter. That's how calendars work.
Nice one, guys.
Love NordVPN. Sign up. Do it. It's great.
Fucking do it.
nordvpn.com/have a word. And if you get asked for a code at any point, that's have a word as well.
You're clear of everything now, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some medicine. Carl does not love this job, does he?
I love this job.
Do you?
I feel like you have lost a little bit of luster.
No, he's not. He's not.
That's it. I remember when he first started, he was like bright-eyed and that, and now he seems weird.
Oh no, he still loves it.
That's his drug habit.
He's just got a bigger self-destruct button than ever.
Yeah.
And he loves fucking the fire button from the arena.
Yeah.
What a great idea the fire was. I don't know whose idea that was, but
It
shout
was
out
my
there.
idea.
Adam Conway came in and went, just one fire, and we all went, yeah, we do, yeah.
He came in and I said, I want fire, and he said, just one fire. And then he said, good idea, Adam. You're the king.
I heard
And then they
I heard
kissed.
the fire was actually burning £5 notes. That's what it was fueled by.
My favourite thing was the fella going, there isn't enough gas in that for you. Like, there's so much gas in it, you couldn't possibly use it all. And we were like, okay.
Leaning on the fucking
The arena's
fire
still warm now.
button. You can see the front row every time we twatted the fire button. The front row were going,
No eyebrow.
some of our OG patrons going, fucking hell, that is quite warm, actually. It is fire. Paul Smith, ladies and gentlemen!
First time in the new You haven't even been for a visit yet.
I haven't been for a visit. No, it's sad, innit? Sad times. We're all busy.
Yeah. You're here now.
I'm here now. And you know what? It's incredible.
It is, isn't it?
It is. I'd live here.
Yeah.
Some of us do. Finn's stayed here more than his own house recently.
Fair play, mate. I know.
Yeah.
It's cool out there.
The couches are comfy. They're worth crashing on. Do you know what I mean? Why would we put them up in a hotel?
nice
And we're like, no,
family
you can sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
Because you're Finn. You know what I mean?
There's a nice family.
He likes the floor, don't you? He likes the floor.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a nice community out there, isn't there? When everyone's in just chilling and there's a dog's knocking
That's the
about.
most people that's ever been in here at once, I think, before.
Probably, yeah.
That's what it should be like.
Carl in his socks just playing little basketball and that.
Yeah. Just fucking chilling.
Feels like Christmas out there.
I think we should get the next floor down and make it a bar. Like a sports bar where
And
like guys hang out and eat wings.
A sports bar.
That's what we call it, guys.
Adam would bar everyone. Actual punters would turn up.
5 guys. What's this?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we've turned this into
Speaking
a bar.
of sports bar,
Look at this.
Are they in plastic glasses?
Right.
5 gay knives.
Steve,
that's
Steve,
the nightmare.
I'd rather have had a fucking cup of mocha.
What's a plastic glass?
It's a glass that's made of plastic.
It's plastic.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You just call it a plaster.
No, it's a plastic glass, isn't it? Because glass has got 2 meanings. One meaning the material and another meaning the receptacle. A glass doesn't have to be made of glass to be a glass.
It does. It absolutely does. Is it as nice?
It's not as nice, but it's actually nice.
You on the Guinness, Dan?
just for the audio, randomly a pint of Guinness was suggested by one of these, and then all of a sudden
Yeah, someone brought it up.
there's Britain a
feel like
crescendo
I'm
of
not
booners.
Splitting
really
the
want
G on that, yeah?
Oh,
It's a post-work.
creamy.
Paul's been for a workout, so it's his post. Your post-workout.
There's a lot of iron in it.
So like me and Finn don't want a Guinness.
I know you don't, because you're a fucking gimp.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers
Oi
with
to your
fucking
health,
20
boys.
Pepsi Max.
well, that's good. That that's all right. That
It is all right,
Salute.
isn't it?
Fair play.
And it's an extra cold one. That's what's benefit. That's what's helping it there. That is absolutely it.
Hands are like
Cold
fucking.
Oh, mate, I've split
Are you
the...
nervous being back in?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure after.
I split the glass.
I didn't realise how successful you were till the other day. I don't watch it.
We don't watch it.
I heard Jimmy Carr said it was tiny, so
He did, and he was corrected many times over. How are you?
I'm very well, very, very.
You've
well.
got some gobshites with you. What's going on?
We've been doing some.
He turns
promo
up like
filming.
fucking Kevin Hart now. He's got a
They're
crew of
just
mainly
security.
white guys.
I'm constantly filmed at all times now for content. That's how we live.
Yeah, but it's exhausting. That
It is
at the
exhausting.
arena, Will put a lapel mic on me and was like, "Just have that on all day. I'm going to record everything you say, and we can use it." And I was like, "I don't trust myself to not say
It's such a
something
good idea.
horrific that ends all of our careers in one fell swoop." I don't want to be filmed at all times. It's bad enough when we press record in here, and I have to mind what I'm saying.
Were you lapel mic'd up when it was kicking off?
I was.
No, but that would have been good footage.
Oh, lad.
I was.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What's all the time, content wise? Obviously,
no, I'm joking. These are filming me today because we're doing it. I'm training for an MMA fight for charity next year for Weapons Down, Gloves Up. So that's gonna be against. I can't say
In the UFC.
Well, okay, it's a promotion called Octagon MMA out of Eastern Europe. Massive promotion over there.
out of Eastern Europe.
Out of out of Slovakia and the Czech
Oh,
Republic,
good.
I do believe.
You going in the
Yeah,
Slovakian
big in
league?
Germany. Yeah.
So you're doing an MMA
Big,
match?
I
with-
am massive in Slovakia,
What?
Massive in Slovakia.
You are?
Really?
Yeah, big, like.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, so playing the Bratislava arena.
Yeah. You think that arena show? We should see what I do in Slovakia. It's fucking.
Not a
What?
Hampshire.
What venue are you
15,000.
playing in Slovakia this year?
It's the Shlamabad.
Oh, mate, the Islamabad.
Islamabad.
I love
Massive, isn't it?
Islamabad. Weirdly Muslim arena. It's called, that's what the nickname is, the Weirdly Muslim arena, Bratislava.
Muslim country.
The Islamabad.
I feel like next time I go to Slovakia, I'm getting my head smashed in.
all the dyslexic Muslims celebrating Shalamadam.
Okay, job for tomorrow. Learn some Slovakian.
Why are you doing an MMA fight?
Because Brian, who is off camera, is a prick, and he's a friend of Milo's. Used to be a comic, and he messaged me going, "Do you want to do an MMA fight?" And I said no.
Yeah.
And then he just kept fucking going on about it, and then I kind of did want to do it. It scares the fuck out of me, and I kind of like the challenge of it. So
Who are you fighting?
I can't say.
Oh, you can't.
It's not fully.
Is he a gimp though?
Oh, you told me.
Do
I
you know what? No,
Is he a human?
The
Because if
sad
it's
thing
out of
is,
Eastern
he seems
Europe,
like a nice guy, and I know Laurie fancies him, so I just want to rip his fucking arm off.
It's Eamon Holmes.
Oh,
Sorry, lad.
can't believe you.
Paul Smith
He's gonna
versus-
pull out now.
Versus Eamon Holmes.
Laurie fancies
He's
the
still what?
fuck
He's got his ground game is heavy. He's got a heavy top pressure.
you'd be fucking gutted if you gave your missus a whole pass and she was like, yeah, Eamon Holmes.
I'd be actually dead happy with that. I think, you know what? I can. You've got a kinky thing I can't fulfill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fat old Irish.
I can't role play Eamon Holmes. I'm sorry.
See, the thing is though, you could play it. You
Just
could
wake up early. and
easily.
talk
You just
shit.
put his accent on and just say some terrible news. Good
Early in the
morning.
morning.
People have fucking died again. Suck my cock.
What do you think Eamon Holmes' job is?
Jerry Adams.
That's Jerry Adams. I mean, if she said she wanted to do Jerry Adams, I'd be a bit more.
I
worried
will not
about it.
relinquish my right to bang your missus.
Eamon Holmes is not a news reporter.
He does.
Loads of people are dead. Suck me cock. Good morning, Britain.
Loads of people. Oh my god. Okay, well then just interview some fucking, what are they called? Like the little puff pieces, like the news stories where it's just like someone.
Call them that no more.
Puffed pieces. There's a T on the end of it. Things
Is
have
there?
changed. Yeah.
Is there really?
Yeah.
I thought it was meant to like puff out the show.
Puffed out the show.
Oh, right, okay. So that's what you do then? You go, hello, my name's Eamon Holmes, and this guy lost his dog but found it again. Anyway, suck my cock.
That's how he ends everything. That's how he ends everything.
Anyway, suck my cock.
And here's something a little different. Suck my cock.
I would watch the tell. I'd wake up. I'd wake up at 6 a.m. to watch that.
I would
Absolutely.
watch that.
See,
live.
don't tell me I wouldn't improve television. Look, here's another thing. I think...
While we're on this.
Do you know when, like, in relationships,
Go on.
people get given hall passes or people... A common thing is to make a list of 5, isn't it, that you're allowed to sleep with and the
Yeah.
other person can't get married. People do go too high with that. Do you know what I mean? They should go for low-level celebrities. Rather than like, I want to do Tom Cruise, Denzel Washington. You go for like
Fucking hell.
Paul Danan. Like, you know, like
Paul Danan.
people who are on the way down.
He
Do you
drinks
know
in
what
the
I mean?
airs, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Can't be having that accessible.
Like someone who is in Brookside.
Yeah. Like Lisa Scott Lee.
Sinbad, is he dead?
Sinbad.
Sinbad from Bruggy. Imagine
Yeah.
he was on your
No, Michael Stark's still alive. I think he's in the Royal Court now.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
He's just watching like...
accessible.
Hang on.
You could go and wait till
The
the
whole
Royal
pass-
Court door
and
and
suck
shag
him
him
off.
by the end of the day, yeah?
The whole pass can't just be like, you know, like the paper man.
Claire from what?
Paper man. The
No,
postman.
they gotta be.
It's
No,
got to
they've gotta be
be
famous.
famous.
Hey, everyone's famous now, though, aren't they?
Exactly. They've got to be famous.
Right.
So, but you just pick someone whose like career's on the way down.
Right.
Because that's much more achievable,
Like
isn't it?
Taito. Get him on the fucking hall pass.
Yeah, Alexandra Bear.
Oh, Barry Scott.
I was someone's hall pass.
Barry Scott.
They emailed last year.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's a very accessible. She was like,
Yeah, but
listen,
then she's got to be. Did you go?
my partner-
You're not my hall pass, so that's not going to
She
work.
was like, my partner said it's cool, and one of my hall passes, celebrities, is Dan Nightingale. This is like a year ago when we were doing all right, but we were like, so I was on the list, and she was like, yeah, so he said it's fine to fuck a celebrity that I fancy, and Dan's it. She sent it via email on a Monday morning from a work's email.
You can't argue with admin like that.
Yeah, she lives in Chester. I mean, it's not.
You go on the way down, you go as local as possible. Like someone who was in Corrie, Heidi from the original lineup of the Sugar Babes.
No, I think she's a bit higher up than you
Yeah.
think.
Oh no, I always go muttier.
What's your bueno?
Oh, she takes it up the muttier.
Bueno.
Fact.
Bueno.
Bueno. She got naked, muttier.
You know what I mean?
Bueno. Yeah, no, you're right. You go low. Go low. Yeah, that's why Lee Carsley's on mine. I'd suck the right out of Lee Carsley.
It does make sense though. Like, what's the point in me going for like Catherine Zeta-Jones? I'm never going to meet her, am I?
She's on nobody's list.
What?
You might do.
Yeah, but she's
And what if you did?
the likelihood of me meeting her in a place where she would be willing and able to fuck me, they're all unlikely.
What?
Yeah, but that's
Hang on.
that's true.
I
of a
think
lot
the
of
venue is the issue. Yeah, I saw Catherine Zeta-Jones at a film premiere. I had to fuck the shit out of her, but she was busy. Tell you what,
had
if I
another
ever bump into her round mine or in Teddy's, she's fucking getting it.
I reckon Adam would have a shot in Teddy's. He's big news in Teddy's. You go into Teddy's with Adam, it's fucking like it's like part in the Red Sea, mate. Everyone's like,
Says you.
only because I'm behind Adam, that's right.
I've going to Teddy's with Paul's a lot of fun. We ended up against the barrier, just like la 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 la.
I seen those same guys after that. They come up and they were like, made up to see me again. They must be in there like every week.
I just think it's so funny.
Me and Dan ended up. It was me, Dan, and the biggest man. He was. I was thought he was about 7'2" or something.
I'd honestly say he was like 6 foot
He's a
6 or 6
professional,
foot
like
7.
strong man.
They were quite far apart, those guesses.
He was just on the dance floor singing Tenacious D with us. And I was like, I'm getting by this guy because if anything kicks off.
7'2" you went for?
Yeah, he was big.
This was after your...
Dan doesn't know. He's lower than me. His perspective.
He was a giant. Yeah. This was after one of your recordings. No, it wasn't your recording. It was your first Philharmonic show.
After your Philharmonic show.
Oh, when I went to Paris.
Boozing.
Yeah, you went to Paris and me and
I'd had a bit of stuff and I was everyone's friend. Yeah, and I literally went up to him and go, mate, I was like, you've got such a lovely nature about you. I was like,
ended up in beer engine and scatty.
Everyone's asking me and Paul for selfies, mainly Paul, but me as well. And then I just turned to the biggest dude on the dance floor and went, you're so big, but you've got a lovely nature and a nice smile. And he was like, thanks, mate. It could have gone so wrong.
I thought.
He was like, thanks, mate. And at one point, we were dancing, and I was like, he's great. We're having a great time. And I was like laughing to myself about how nice and big that guy was. And I just tapped a girl on the shoulder and went, look how nice he is, considering he's like such a big guy. And she literally looked at me like I was fingering a cat. She was like, I was like, oh yeah, not everyone's on coke.
He was a nice guy. I thought he was like Norwegian until we got out the place. And then he was like Geordie.
Yeah, but they sound very similar, don't
they? In like a loud place.
How dare you?
Because of the way he looked, I just...
You thought he was an actual Viking?
I thought he was a Viking, yeah.
But so got lost on the way to Valhalla and ended up in Teddy's?
Yeah. Well, that could be Valhalla.
Yeah, but no, they are the most Viking in the UK, the Geordies, aren't they? Yeah. Like, really? They're very close.
That's where they first landed, isn't it?
How, where? Nowhere. Like, that's
there
where it comes
you go.
From. That's why they call it Hawaii. Because it was originally Norway and it's just like eroded over time.
They call it Hawaii.
No way, man.
Are you really big in Slovakia?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Is that the maddest country you're big in?
I'm big in Bali as well.
That's because you've been? No. Because of the internet?
I didn't realise till I got there.
Isn't that insane to you?
People stopping on scooters waving at me now.
Is that because you were white though and you were the only white one there?
Oh my God, he's so ginger.
I am joking, but people got... I must have got about 15 selfies while I was in Bali because I am ginger and I've got like loads of bright tattoos or like chakras and stuff, which is there. So they thought I was some kind of mad, like... sacred human. Like I was in the temples and the monks were turning me down. I've got all you need is love tattooed on my chest and they were like, all you need is love. This is very wise. And I was like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I came up with that. That's mine,
got that in Blackpool on a stag do.
I am the walrus on the other. You believe in reincarnation? Yeah.
Do you remember my student who knew you? That was the maddest
the
thing.
Japanese kid.
Fucking mad, that. 16-year-old Japanese kid.
I did get recognised in Bali in a waterfall in the middle of the jungle by an American, which blew my head off.
That's insane.
He was so happy to see me.
Yeah,
because in his head, like, he's had mushrooms that morning.
Yeah.
Like, you're the least likely person for him to possibly see that.
Yeah. It's weird. And I was like, well, it's kind of, that does take it, because you never get used to it anyway, even in town. But
no.
Like,
we're everywhere.
There, you're like, oh, fucking hell. It's weird.
It's everywhere. There was a Patreon in the Maldives and there's 200 people on the island. And there was a Patreon there. And my bed said, never speak to him again. Leave him alone. Don't let him speak to you. I was like,
I was made up, when he was in New York.
On the restaurant.
The guy was so happy to giving him like a free dessert because he loved us.
Yeah, I'd gone to... I did Schultz's podcast and was like, I want to go for Italian food. Where's the best Italian in Brooklyn?
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, Vala, who does Schultz's videos and stuff, was like, I'll try this place or this place. And we toss up between the two and we went to this one. And this fella, he's from Eastern Europe but lives in Brooklyn.
He's from Slovakia.
I think he might be.
I told you.
Like, thinking about it. And I turn up and he's like he was so sort of like weird. He was like, right, okay. Took us through. We were two of maybe like 6 people in the restaurant at this time because it was like early dinner. It was like 4 p.m. And then he just, we ordered a starter each and he brought us them, but then a platter of starters was like, and have this as well. And then the mains, he brought something else and then a complimentary dessert and coffees and stuff and cocktails. And he was just like, I just want to let you know, I watch videos of your podcast and you and Paul doing comedy at the Hot Water Comedy Club. This was a Slovakian waiter in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It was so surreal.
International.
The world's small now, don't it?
God bless the internet, mate, innit?
Yeah. Because the internet, the world's tiny.
Because TV wasn't doing fucking nothing for me, baby.
Oh, me, mate.
Cheers,
It's
man.
done bits for me.
Fuck the TV. Fuck the TV.
I remember a few years ago talking to a mate of mine who's a comedian. He was like, I think it's not going to work out with TV. I think I'm just going to do it the Paul Smith way. And I was like, cool, that isn't a way. That isn't a way. The Paul's done it. That isn't a way. You don't just go, do you know what? Actually, fuck TV. I'm going to do what Paul Smith did. And I was like, mate, that's not going to happen again. And then 2 years later, all fucking me and ROWE doing a podcast version of the same shit.
Your next show's on sale. We were talking last night.
Well, it is, but there's no point plugging it because you can't buy a ticket for it
Sold out?
until like next fucking October. It's gone. It's mad. I don't know what the fuck.
15,000
I keep
tickets in
thinking people
Manchester.
are winding me up now because they just keep putting dates on in these venues, and I'm like, I've started messing with the venues because they keep tagging me. I'm like, oh fuck off, not another one. You're mad. Like you're gonna like the O2 Apollo in Manchester's gonna have to give me my own room. I think at some point.
You're doing 6 there.
6 there. Fucking 3 in the arena in Belfast. I've got like I don't. It's so mad. I've got 6 shows in Newcastle City Hall. Done, and that's on top of like the 8,000 tickets I sold in Billingham. Done 3 shows in Stockton. It's fucking crazy. I can't even count them anymore.
Would you not do a foreign date?
We try. I'm just so.
You got to do Slovakia. You got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, the shum and the
So
rock.
45,000. I'm doing a stadium in Slovakia.
The bad stadium.
Stadium.
The stadium.
And then we're going right over to the Czech Republic.
Well, imagine doing like a Bali date.
Bali, yeah. Then we go Czech Republic, Slovakia, Bali. That's the tour.
Can I do support for that tour, please? Thank you. I will clear the diary.
You've got to look at heading into Europe now, though.
No, I am. Well, I'm gonna do an Amsterdam show, definitely early 2024, hopefully, and then try and do Amsterdam, Stockholm, Oslo, Copenhagen, then down into Berlin.
Sick.
You're going to smoke pot when you're in Amsterdam?
Absolutely,
yeah.
We're going in January. You got any tips for us?
Mate, go to NXT, right? Get some truffles.
What?
Go to NXT Museum. It's a big, massive art installation, but it's
I don't like truffle oil
crazy.
or anything like that, though.
Yeah, you'll love it.
You don't like truffle oil?
It's like
drugs.
in the paintings. It's mad. Anyway, so it's chippy anyway. But take some truffles. You'll have the fucking best day of your life.
We're all newbies though.
Yeah, it's fine. Just get light ones. It's fine.
Okay.
I think it'll be better footage though if I just take the highest grade thing.
What you think it's going to be like?
I was going to do like 6 or 7 blondes.
If I just have like
that'd be so much worse than doing.
Paul, talk him through it because he's going to approach drug taking like weed and like he does.
I'm just going to
booze.
start with smack and work my way down.
He's honestly, he's going to do all the edibles. He's going to go too many edibles.
I honestly think you'll freak out more on weed than you would on heroin. Because you just wouldn't be able to, you'd just be so chilled on heroin that you just be like, okay, I'm all right here. But you're going to have weed and go, oh, I'm so high, and your head's going to fall. I think that's going to, if you go
I've had weed before.
But not like an edible.
No, I've been a bit of a pot man since Loretta Mar, to be honest with you.
You can't stay off the pot.
Yeah.
Go to the...
I'm fully potty trained now.
Go to the Jolly Joker. That's the best coffee shop. They're lovers there as well. They'll be fans.
Finn knows them all. He's the fucking
The
pot.
Jolly Joker.
You been there before?
And the NXT art installation.
Yeah.
Let's remember these.
Yeah.
And Frank's house. Go there on pot.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere near
Smash.
Why?
Smash the truffles.
Don't ever have mushrooms and go near that place. The energy is so dark that you will cry for about 3 weeks.
I was going to look into hiring it for the day and playing hide and seek.
Yeah, do that, but be sober.
I know what you're at.
That's fucking sad. I can't even walk near it. I'm like, ugh.
I've been.
I'm not going with Carl. Because he's just going to walk around going,
Really
Anne, you there? Yeah, she's good at hiding.
Very high ceilings.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. There was really high ceilings. Like it was a really affluent building. So like
everyone's just analysing it.
I am looking forward to sort of start on my drug journey though. You know what I mean? Seeing what I like.
I came to drugs quite late. It's fun.
Yeah. I'm going to have a space flan.
Your after party the other day. I won't say who it was. But because I'd fully intended, because Laurie went to your show and I'd come from Hot Water. So I'll have 2 pints. Me and Chapman were like, let's have 2 pints. We'll have a chilled one. Got to the party and everyone was having a bust. I was like, oh, it's good in here because it was a fucking good vibe in there. And I walked up to a friend of ours. And he's like, you're right. I went, I've got loads of pills here. Do you want one? I went,
oh.
Absolutely.
Did you see that man's eyes?
Mate, about half an hour later, I was hugging Freddie Quinn, telling him I loved him. And he was like, you all right? And I went, I've had ecstasy. And he was like, yeah. I love you so much.
Did you see his eyes, the man you're talking about? His eyes after that. His eyes terrified me. It was just all pupil.
Someone beat him up to take his drugs off him. So his eyes were like...
Yeah. No, it was just all pupil. It was terrifying.
It's a great night, though.
I genuinely don't know who
He's tall.
All right. Oh. Yeah. Was he Viking?
I think he's about 7.
Ah, yeah, nice.
7'2". Thought he was Scandinavian, but he weren't.
Lovely hugger.
Yeah.
I can't believe you can do pills in somewhere like that. Probably
it's been a long time since I've done that.
When we used to go clubbing, I wanted to be in a nightclub with the right type of music, with everyone else on pills. I can't believe you can be like, yeah, Finn's mum will be there.
Pills
I'll get on the fucking Gary's.
That's how I got it off. I can't believe
Oh, sorry.
She's a tall hugger.
I was trying to throw everyone off with the description.
Finn's mum's 7'2".
Gwyneth Cuvaluz.
She's got lovely energy though.
Lovely teeth.
I love Finn's mum.
Massive eyes. I've always said that about Finn's mum.
Big tits.
For all the Poirot watching.
Fucking hell, Carl.
What?
Carl!
What? She has got big tits.
Your ma does have big tits, to be fair.
Oh, no.
She's what we call in the industry a Jugosaurus Rex.
Oh, no.
Big tits, a bitch.
Oh, Finn, I'm
I don't think that's
Finn,
necessarily.
It's always too far. What are you on about? You just called his mother a big-titted bitch. It's not okay on any level.
We've been nominated for a National Comedy Award. They're going to find this.
Where comedy is now.
Yeah. On the telly, yeah.
Can you apologise to your mother for me?
Oh, that was a joke, by the
She'll
way.
watch
It's
this.
the hypothetical
I'll
mum. It's not
apologise
his
for you.
actual mum.
I go see her.
It's hypothetical. That was mean. It's all hypothetical, Finn.
Yes,
Your hypothetical mum.
Yeah.
No.
Who was?
When we talk about Mars and Nans and fucking all that gear, I'm talking
I wish mine was hypothetically dead, but she did. Cracking set.
Oh, no. Oh, I wouldn't even say
The
that.
fucking Poirot's on her. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, dear. Okay, now.
Yeah, I am excited to start my drug journey. See what works, see what doesn't. I'm gonna do.
I think MDMA will be a good one for you.
Do you reckon?
I honestly, genuinely, and I'm not joking, think you'll like MDMA, and I think you'll love mild psychedelics. I think that's where you'll flourish. I don't think you'll like coke. Coke's not
Shrooms
for
and
you.
Mandy.
Well, I've had coke and I don't really like
Coke's
it.
not for you at all. Coke's just gonna make you more anxious. But I think Mandy's not. Mandy will just make you so happy.
Who's Mandy?
Yeah.
She's a
You'll
dealer.
meet with big tits. Slovakia.
7'2".
What about a bit of the old acid? I've heard that's good.
Yeah,
My-
I'd go
mild
with mushies
psychedelics.
first though.
What?
I'd go with mushies first though.
Okay.
It's just got less time.
Can you mix them? Can you have like a bowl of mushrooms with acid on?
Yeah.
You
You can have a bowl of acid.
You're
with
going to
mushrooms
poo your pants in Amsterdam.
That's nothing to do with the drugs.
I'm telling you right now.
That's the stroop off.
Get
the
ready for the
IBS.
special.
Oh, mate, I fucking love them.
Adam is going to lose control of his sphincter in
He hasn't got
Amsterdam.
control of his
He's
sphincter.
going to leave the little control.
I've got the most control of my sphincter in this room.
You have. I don't
Of
control your
yours?
sphincter at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
You
Like
are.
through practice.
What?
Through practice.
Through
you have to
necessity.
Clenching.
Like, when I need a poo, I need a poo.
It was a Kegel.
You want a poo. Do you know what I mean? Like when you feel like you need a poo, it's you wanting a poo, isn't it? Like it's like your body would like you to poo. Mine
No,
needs.
sometimes I do need a poo.
Yeah, but every poo of mine is that.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Wrong with him?
Because there's something wrong, and the doctors have tested it and said there's nothing wrong, and I had a fight with him, and then he won't see me anymore.
You sure it's not just your diet?
No, because when I eat better, it gets worse.
Yeah, but you don't eat.
I'm
you
actually
eat,
just
but
looking
you
after
have to
myself.
Eat better for longer than like 2 days.
I do. I've done it for months at a time, and my poos get worse.
Have you though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is your eating better, just eating less?
No.
He just eats 1,200 calories of chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Seeing him do it.
That was like one.
I remember you lived on chicken wraps.
Yeah. It is healthy to just eat chicken wraps as long as you're getting your salad in as well.
Last time I did proper weed was weed resin. I got incredibly high, had a weird one, and 2 weeks later started a diet where I lost 4 stone. That's how I was sat there, I was looking at my own stomach, and I was so high that I sort of had a moment where, you know, where you're like,
Let's do it again.
I had the clarity of like, you're a big fat fuck and you need to sort it out. And that started me on the journey to losing 4 stone, which I have put all back on. Have you ever had one of them moments with drugs? Because I think you could have a come to Jesus moment if you go too hard. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean? I come to Jesus.
I just like a revelation. Like I had a revelation. Like you need to lose weight and start eating healthier.
Oh, fucking hell, imagine Adam has ego death. That would be fucking terrible. You'd have nothing left.
What's ego death?
If you'd have too many psychedelics, it'll completely remove your ego from your personality.
Yeah.
It's called ego death. So
Not
it'll
a bad
separate
thing.
your ego from yourself, and you'll experience yourself without any ego. And I don't know how you would cope with that. Not to say that, yeah. But, you know.
It'd be interesting.
Oh, like, no, he's just like the pure version.
What if Adam comes back
Yeah,
comes back from
I don't know
Amsterdam?
what he'd have left.
If he just comes back from Amsterdam, like, hello everyone.
If I
Welcome to have a word.
just be nothing but raw talent.
If the irony of that is so painful.
Shining though. just everyone pissing themselves laughing just as you walk. he's evolved like a fucking Pokemon.
He isn't joking whatsoever.
Me, without ego. Potentially, even fucking better. Will that make me more perfect? I don't know. Let's take all the edibles I can. Acid mushrooms, please, love, in a bowl. Yeah, I'm going to eat them like fucking Cocoa Pops. Yeah, I'm having a come to Jesus moment. Can I have some milk?
What's come to Jesus?
Have you never heard the phrase "come to Jesus"? A come to Jesus, like a revelation, a spiritual revelation.
No,
it's a turn of phrase to describe what we're talking about. That
Epiphany.
Epiphany, yeah.
Epiphany.
That's why I'm vegetarian. It's drug related.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
What
Jesus
happened?
came to him with like 2 lambs and was like, I'm going to kill these few. And Finn was like, don't. And then he slaughtered them in front of them.
Yeah, Jesus doesn't actually have to come to you in a come to Jesus moment.
I just
Why would they call it that then?
I took Joey Diaz strength edibles, ordered a kebab, and the chicken on the plate kind of came to life and spoke to me.
I said, and you went, I get it.
Yeah, I spoke
and you jizzed
chicken
on it.
in that moment,
I spoke to.
and then it's not touched meat since then. That's
did
like
the chicken-
18 months ago.
What did the chicken say?
It didn't. It kind of just like spun round, and I kind of like communicated with it.
You sure you weren't just looking at a chicken kebab in a restaurant, in a kebab shop?
Could have been. Yeah, I kind of communicate with it. I was like, no, this is fucked up, man.
Did it have
This
voice?
is mental. Yeah, it was Slovakian.
All right, Finn.
Massive.
Don't eat me.
Massive breast.
What is that? I can only do Norwegian now.
That's on you, that though.
What's on me?
Like you fucked it for yourself there, haven't you?
Oh, I know. I'm fully aware of that. I wish I could switch that off. Like, it's not something I chose to do.
Do it
but
again. And maybe
I did
chicken will
though.
go
I had the same thing with mushrooms, and I was vegetarian for a
The
few
mushrooms
months, but
spoke to
then
him, and
I
he
just
only
forced
eats
myself
meat
to
now.
eat meat again, and I'm over it now.
So you had the same thing, basically. You had enough mushrooms,
with
and then
yeah, and I couldn't eat meat again for like 3 months, and then but then it was shit.
It is.
It's got over it.
Yeah.
And I got so weak in the gym, and I was like, fuck all that. Get a steak down me in it. I still do think about it sometimes. It's just not the same.
Why are we doing drugs then if it makes you do stuff like
It's
this and
fucking
ruins
great,
people?
Adam.
Yeah.
But it's not better than lamb.
It is though.
No.
You haven't.
everyone's going to fucking like cafes, and Adam's going, "Is it Toby Carvery? Anywhere in Amsterdam, Red Light District, Toby Carvery."
What strength is that lamb?
I'm not having sex with a prostitute. It's not as good as lamb.
No, but having sex with a prostitute isn't going to make me vegan.
It depends how good she is. Depends how good she is. If a sex worker can turn you to veganism, fucking hell.
Are one of us going to get a sex worker, aka the 2 single guys?
We've got to get both of them one.
Yeah. Get them one.
Finn
go.
will
On the company card.
Finn will
Take the VAT off that, look.
He can't even eat chicken kebab. Finn's going to resign if we try and get him a sex worker in the Red Light
No
District.
tribunals rules going out the window.
No, it isn't, and we don't even mention that rule on podcast. Thank you. We've got a rule in this company, Paul. There's a rule in this company, and it's no tribunals.
There's another rule. Shut up and no backs.
Yeah, you're not allowed to make it a tribunal.
It's in the contract. Now fuck off.
Act.
What if we get you a sex worker, but we just get her to like read to you?
Whoever told you about the time the first sex worker I got in Amsterdam?
Don't think so.
I went to Amsterdam and I was like,
you tell the story, how fucking sinister would that be? Here's the big hungry caterpillar. There's €100. Fucking read.
She'd love that. She gets the pussy arrest.
I've got mates of mine who used to do weirdest shit. Like one of my mates just used to get a tub of Pringles and throw them on the floor and pay a prostitute to just walk on them. Don't know why.
Can we do that?
Would she then also hoover them up?
Yeah.
Right, well, that's all
But
right
he'd
then.
leave, so I imagine so.
That's easy money.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I think if you,
Can you put requests in?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
they'll do
dear.
whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they want. As long as it's not going to hurt
Suck my dick and also wagon wheel while you're at it.
Can
You
we
don't
all
mind,
get a
love?
budget? We all get £300 and we get to make sex workers do what we want.
that sounds so
Yeah.
sinister.
It does sound so sinister.
So sinister.
Watch you touch your frost with me for 2 hours.
They would. Because they'd much rather do that than shag
Exactly.
You. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think anyone would rather spend 2 hours watching A Touch of Frost
Yeah, if you pay
than having
them.
sex.
But then they've got to watch it. You've got to quiz them at the end.
Yeah, she's got to find out who the killer was. Or she doesn't get paid.
You turn it off 5 minutes before the end.
Yeah. Who is it? You do that. You don't.
It's weird in Amsterdam, though. It is weird getting like.
I've seen them in the. I've seen them. Yeah, I've walked through the red light district.
A
with
weird
sex
gap.
Tell us about your first sexual experience with a sex worker.
I used to go and watch all the footy with lads, and I'm not into footy. You know,
Weird
maybe,
start
like,
to this story.
I know. I used to go all the games. I just liked the camaraderie of it all.
Yeah.
And we ended up over in Amsterdam, and they were like, I was a virgin. They all knew I was like 18, and they all threw in and were like, getting you the brass. And threw me in with this brass, and they were like, it was fucking about 30 of us. Threw me in with this brass, and I was fucking terrified. And she like pulls me kicks down, she puts a condom on me, and I'm just like, and I just went, I don't want to do this like that. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'm a virgin and I don't want to lose my virginity this way, but if I go back out there, they'll just tether me. So she was like, all right. She said, just stay in here, and then you go out in about 20 minutes, and I say, you're very good, you're strong and all this. And I was like, thank you very much. So I just sat down, and then she got on the bed. She took her knickers off. She just opened to like, she said, have you seen one of these before? And I was like, no.
Only in
so she
year
started
9.
explaining the vagina video and how to satisfy. She was, this is the clitoris. This is women really like this when you lick this or you use your finger like this. And then she was just explaining it all to me. She was a fucking angel. Sat there for 20 minutes with me, offered me a drink and everything, and then at the end gave me a hug and then sent me out. She went, take your shirt off, and she was undoing me and shit like that. And she would walk down and went, it's very good, no, we were like, way! And they thought that's how I lost my virginity for about 10 years.
Oh, what a fucking superstar. I love the fact that just because it was awkward sitting there chatting, she was like, I know what I'm going to do, biology lesson. One day you should come to Slovakia. We'll be very
Honestly,
fucking...
no, what a fucking angel of a woman.
Did she give you a blue ribbon? Did she give you a blue ribbon? Like when you go to your nan's house and you just fucking...
Yeah.
She wasn't
Like a little
74.
Well, that would have made it better, wouldn't it?
Don't have a penguin. No one wants them.
I would love a penguin.
Penguins are fucking top tier biscuits.
Did you say?
Orange penguins are heavy.
This blew my mind. I don't know how.
A mint club. Oh my God.
Orange club's better.
Only our podcast can go
club.
from Paul Smith's first sexual experience with a sex worker to, lad, penguins are superior. Shut the fuck up.
Caramel Rockies.
Goth.
Breakaways are goated as well.
A caramel Rocky.
Caramel Rocky.
Oh, Rocky's a belter.
Breakaway?
No, fully agree.
A breakaway? Oh, my
Breakaway,
Jesus
mate.
Do
Christ.
you still have the foil on?
No, it's just...
Nah, shit then.
A Viscount.
Oh, the
not
COVID
really
test.
yo-yo me.
COVID test.
What was a yo-yo?
It's the same thing, but better. And they had orange and
Fox's
mint yo-yos.
classic.
With a penguin, I don't know if this is me being stupid. I only found this out a couple of months ago. Did you know that a penguin is just a bourbon covered in chocolate?
Yeah.
I had
No, it's
no
fucking
idea.
not.
It is?
Yeah, it
No,
is.
it's not.
It is?
Oh my
No, it's
God,
not.
it
Like,
is.
Kind of is, though, isn't it?
I disagree.
No, it literally is. Once you
Fundamentally
take the
disagree,
chocolate
Finn.
off, it's a
So
bourbon.
you prove it to me. So you say, no, I'm not having it.
What about
Does
the
it actually say-
timeout? Every bit of fucking hell, mate.
A twirl's just a flake, isn't it?
A ripple's just a fucking twirl with like a big coat on.
Can I just say, I don't think you can compare top tier confectionery like timeouts and flakes and Spiras and
Biscuits.
all of that to like the Nana biscuits. I think you're talking like different
Although I
leagues.
think a Kit Kat's in there.
I think Kit Kat might traverse the
I
two.
prefer a 2-bar Kit Kat to a 4.
I do as well.
What?
And I prefer a
Yeah,
relative chunky.
I'd rather have 2 of them than a 4.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a chunky can fuck off.
Nah, Chunky's a belter.
No,
Bite
too
the ends off a
much.
Chunky and suck
Chunky's
the
a
teeth
belter.
from it.
Hang on, wait.
Peanut butter chunky
No,
is elite.
Whoa. You like Kit Kats?
Yeah.
You enjoy eating them?
Yeah.
And there's a version where it's twice as much Kit Kat, and you're like,
No,
Nah.
2 twos is better than a 4.
It's like when you get a.
Two twos
It's
are
like
better
when you
than
get.
a 4.
I like beer, but when you get a Stein,
Simple
a Stein's worse than a pint, even though it's more
that's
beer.
a perfect analogy. You don't want a stein of beer.
No, you want a pint
2
of beer.
pints of beer.
Yeah, you want 2 pints. So I want 2 twos rather than a 4.
2-2 is better
think
than a
he's
4.
right there.
It's just it's a scientific fact.
Yeah, there's a reason he isn't called Desmond 4.
that is, I think that's the reason.
where
Adam's on
you've
fire.
got
today.
to give him. Old Desmond 4. Where's Desmond 2-2 in your head? Waiting to do a Desmond 2-2 bit for a joke. Hopefully Kit Kat's come up.
He changed his name by deed poll. based on Kit Kat politics.
Hey, when you said that, then that's just complete. I just expected you to do the rest of your material about Arthur Shawcross. That was exactly the same way you say it. He changed his name by. What was the bit?
You only do half of that.
No, what was the? What
Do you two know?
I
Do you
don't
two
do Paul
know?
Joe.
Yeah, you do.
Do you two know each other's back catalogue more than anyone else's? Like,
Oh no, it's fucking Chapman. Shit. Martin the Luther King.
Yeah.
It was exactly the same.
what's your
His
favourite?
finger.
We love them. What's your favourite old Paul Smith bit? If you could.
Well, the bit I relate to Paul the most is he used to do a routine about going to a personal trainer in a gym where it was just like a treadmill, a dog chained up on the wall, and he would essentially run on the spot for like the full bit, and the bit was like 15 minutes long, so he's like taking you through this guy doing the warm-up, and he's constantly running. He'd be fucking sweating by the end of it, and it always used to kill, and he used to do it like a cunt, by the way, in the middle before bringing the open spot on a hot water. And then you'd watch some poor cunt who'd driven from Norwich for a shot at paid work try and follow the best bit you've ever seen the compere do when they already like him. This is before he's famous as well. But my favourite time I ever seen him do this was in Envy, right? And the reason for it is it didn't work at all. Because what had happened was, I don't know whether do you know what I'm going to say? So
I imagine a die on my ass in this story.
So you were doing a bit of crowd work, right? You were comparing at the top, and you would always do that bit in the middle, right? But you ended up trying to do it at the start.
Is it the blind guy?
The blind guy, right? So there's this guy. He's not got sunglasses on or anything, but he's just sat like this. So the stage is there, and he's just like that. And Paul goes, "Fucking hell, mate! Do you want to just look at the stage? Am I fucking boring you, am I? You're being a bit fucking rude looking over there." And the fella goes, "I'm sorry, but I'm blind," right? And honestly, like this was like 2011, and Paul did not have the skill set yet.
You'd smash that now.
That's why though. That's why I thought I'm not never happening to me again. Come at me with anything.
And it fucking buried the gig. Like it was fucking tense in the room. Like it was really awkward, right? So he tries to, he's like, "Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't realise. Anyway, what do you do, love?" And this woman's like, "I work in B&M and you can fuck off," right? So
I see everything.
The atmosphere is awful. And then I seen him. I've got such a clear memory of this. He's gone, "I've got to break glass in case of emergency bid here. I'll just do me gym bit." Now, a routine.
This is a banker.
A routine that is highly physical and relies on the physicality of the bit. When that doesn't work, it's the funniest thing in the world to the other comics, right? Because he's literally jogging on the spot and sweating and putting so much animation into this performance to a room full of 100 people who've bought Groupon tickets and couldn't give a fuck and now just hate him. Like they'd never heard of him. This was their introduction to him, and within 3 minutes, he's gone to you, "Fucking blind cunt. Oh, can't do anything with this person. I'm going to now jog on the spot and be all over the place." And it was getting absolutely fuck all until the blind guy went, "Could you do an audio description of what's going on?"
He smashed it.
That was a loud bit as well.
Well,
on that stage.
It went. I think the worst it went wrong was when I got really fat and I was doing it, which made it funnier. But it was when we were in the Crown, and remember the stage we used to have in the Crown was like 2 pallets and a fucking
rickety as fuck.
And I was running on the stage, and everyone stopped laughing halfway through, which is even weirder because I was smashing it, and then they all just stopped, and I was like, "What the fuck's going wrong here?" So I was like, carry on. I got to the end, and then I realised that the stage was making that much noise that they all thought, "This fat cunt's going through the stage, yeah." And they were all just going, waiting for him to go through it. So at the end, I went, "I fucking know what happened there. You're all cheeky bastards. You all thought this fat cunt's going to go through the stage," and they all laughed. I went, "This is stronger than it looks, you know." And I jumped up and down, went fucking straight through the stage. Done my ankle in. And then I was in the middle section. I had to bring this fucking poor Canadian guy on, and he had to stand on the stage. There's a fucking big hole in the middle of it. He had to stand with his feet at the side of the holes on the stage and do his set. And he was trying to like move, and he couldn't move. And I was like, "Oh, fucked him bad there."
Oh my God, the Crown. You could have gone through the fucking ceiling of that place.
Ah, mate,
that pub was vintage, wasn't it?
That as well.
Is it still going, the Crown? Do you ever pop in for a pint just to have a look?
I haven't been in for ages. I love that gaff though.
Yeah,
I love it.
Mate,
Very formative.
Do you know what's mad about that? Is that, to me, that pub, and you guys that were there a lot more than I was, but I was there. I remember gigging with Cogs there, Incognito. And it feels to me that pub is about 20. I know it's not 20 years ago. It's 10, isn't it? No,
not even that.
About 10.
It feels like decades.
No,
ago.
What would it been in there? Like 2015.
No, it was 2012 for the Euros.
But it's a 10-minute walk away.
That's when they moved there.
It's literally a 10-minute walk away.
Yeah.
In my head, it's years ago, but it won't have changed at all, will it?
They can't even change it.
Can we go and have a pint one day when we're just having a random pint? I'd love to have a pint in the Crown.
In that back room.
And then go in the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Sorry, love, can we come upstairs?
Hire the conference room and do a little park roll one day. A little hot water park.
That was mad, the conference centre. It was so
It's mad that it worked in there.
I never loved it.
No one loved it, but it did work.
I was all
for what it was, you know what I mean?
Knew better. And then once we got in the new gaff, I was like, once we got in Seal Street, I was like, fucking hell, we've been struggling there for ages. Because everyone came in the Holiday Inn, you're already fighting a losing battle because they're all like, this is shit. And then you've got to try and convince them for the first 5 minutes that it's not shit.
Oh, I never saw you do anything but smash it in there.
Yeah.
But I the Crown was a fucking weird gig above a pub. And it was a bit, not manky's not the right word, but it was a bit spit and sawdust, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's just mad that a pub like that eventually had a 4-night-a-week comedy club in it.
Yeah.
Like Thursday through Sunday upstairs in a pub like that. It's just so not heard of outside of London in the UK.
Yeah. In London, it's a more of a thing, isn't it, with the King's Head?
It's a good location, though, isn't it? It's right by the steps.
Yeah. Seal Street, like you've still got a soft spot for
I
it.
would say so.
Mate,
I love Harman Street. It's a Nats pube in it, but I Seal Street had a slightly bigger stage, and you came on from the back. For me, it was just a night. I think it's a nostalgic thing as well. And then that room is just fucking fun. I remember first playing that room and I was like, because you just don't know until you get on the stage, and I was like, this is good, this is amazing, this room.
You prefer Harman, don't you?
Yeah.
Obviously
it's the imperfections of Harman that I think make it.
Yeah.
It was so uniform at Seal Street. I didn't like how it was exactly symmetrical. There was 30, 100 seats.
Yeah.
It was too
Harman was messy, but
too
perfect.
Yeah,
it's like the Reebok Arena, just a bit too designed.
Yeah, whereas Harman's got a recess and then that bit shallower than that bit, and it technically makes it harder to play. But when you get it right, I just think there's more in that room.
And soon you'll be in the new gaff.
Oh yeah, well next year I think May.
Hot Water's journey is going to be.
It's
going to be legendary.
That place is going to be the best place on the planet to watch comedy, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, I can't see how it's not.
It has to be.
And it's got to be the forever home, hasn't it? I just don't think there's
they got, not that I can be spouting other people's business, but they own that building. That's their place, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've got the freehold. They've been leasing these places. That is them planting a flag and going, we live here.
Like the whiskey bar they're building and all the food stuff, and
it's so much beyond the comedy club.
In there is mad.
Yeah.
It's
the new Baltic, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully. I think so.
That's the plan.
Shout out Paul.
It's going
to
be a full night out, isn't it? You're going to watch comedy, have something to eat, have a bevy. It's going to be a place to go for your whole night.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking fire,
That launch night, if a lot of us are available on that launch night.
You know what the mad thing is? I don't think we will. I don't think I'll be there to play because this tour is so mad. I just don't think I'm going to be there for the first night. I'm going to have to try and get back from wherever I am just to get there because I can't miss it.
Well, you nearly weren't there for the first night of Harman. Do you remember that?
Nah, you were the first.
I was hosting, I hosted it, and you'd hosted Seal Street.
Yeah.
And you ran up and walked in the room just as our closing act was going off, and I was like, it doesn't feel right to not bring Paul on. And
I remember that,
And you closed
it. was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do both, though, can you? You can't have one of the biggest tours in the UK.
No, you just can't. Because if I'm down south or somewhere, you just can't. You're not getting back.
Time for the other lids to step up, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
Should we have a break at that point, boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Peter.
Well, it's happening.
Hello. It's Peter, the Have a Word Snake.
Peter, if people are enjoying this podcast, what would you suggest they do?
I'd suggest you keep listening and watching.
Good, standard.
And if you go and press the like button and the subscribe button down there, that would make me really happy.
Okay.
And if you're listening on the audio, give us 5 stars, tell your mates, and thanks.
You sound a bit full of flu there, Peter.
I've got a chest infection, if I'm honest with you, Adam, mate. And yes, I have got a chest.
You're not moving your mouth.
I've also got lockjaw.
Like and subscribe, everyone.
Thank you, Peter.
Fuck off.
Final section of
I
what's been a wonderful.
Take your hat
Have
off.
a word.
That's where your most heat's
My
released in
head's
your
off.
body, the top of your head.
So you know that?
I haven't done my hair.
Oh, no. He's got a bad outside.
It's his.
Oh, it's all right, that.
Oh, flat
Yeah, it's all right.
No, it's not. It's stupendous volume we're used to. Crushed.
It is hot in here, though.
It's because I asked for the heating on. I thought it was going to warm up the out. You know, sorry. My bad.
You all right?
Let's get through this with sweaty tits. Can we book M people for the next big show we do? Because obviously we've booked
No, we're
5.
booking Lisa and Andy Scottley.
And Cliff Richard.
And Gareth Gates.
That's the group you never thought you wanted. Dan,
Right.
what's in that cup? Isn't Sneak, is it?
Yeah, it is Sneak.
Which one?
Oh, it's...
What's sneak?
What sneak?
it's breakfast.
You haven't heard of the hippest energy drink on the market?
Well, let me tell you, Paul. Let me tell you, it's my absolute favourite sponsor. And I drink it all day, every day. And I haven't slept in a fortnight. You Sneak. Do you like pooing 5 times a day?
Do you like them to
It's
renew their
multi-purpose.
sponsorship?
It's multi-purpose as well, isn't it, Dan?
Oh,
It is multi-purpose. You
it
can
is.
drink it. You can get your nail varnish off.
It's like soil.
no, sometimes Laura's like, I want it rough, and I just don't have the energy. Sneak. When you have to get sexy physical. You know? Sometimes my kids are like, play with me, daddy, play with me. I'm like, shut up, you're boring. I drink Sneak, I'm a good dad. In a very separate time to what I previously talked about with my wife. Sneak. Do you
Sneak.
want-
When you want to go to the park with your kids or choke your wife consensually, use code WORD10.
Quietly.
the best use of consensually ever. Consensually.
It
Sneak.
also gets the ice off
Don't
your
ever choke
windscreen.
your wife non-consensually.
Gets the ice off your windscreen, doesn't it?
What?
I stand by that. You know what I mean? I live by that.
I poured this on my
Windscreen, yeah.
on my windscreen this morning.
That doesn't mean it's unhealthy because water would do that.
No, but this like melted the
No,
whole
this is
windscreen.
different. I could see the future through my windscreen.
See what's
Buy
gonna happen.
bottled water, but not for your windscreen. Use code WORD10.
Washing machines live longer with a sneak.
Sneak.
Imagine how quick your washing machine would break. You put Sneak in it.
That's not how it works. Sneak. All right.
Quite a smooth transition into
And
that.
I tell you what, I'm drinking Sneak during this speed round. Hey, let's do a speed round. We never do it with guests. Speed round, speed round, speed round.
The goal is to answer these questions as quick as possible. And move on to the next one.
You're slowing down the speed round. Katie Kappa says, we all know Scousers are sound. Look out for each other. But is there ever any murder between Scouse comedians? Some that don't get on or wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire? Kate, that is a weirdly eggy question, and I've asked it on purpose. Go Tim.
I think every night out when Rob Thomas is there's some kind of murder, but then it's all sound the next day. It's sound.
Yeah, Rob likes any attention at all, including everyone in the room hating him.
And he gets aggy. And especially if there's any open spots there, they don't know how to respond, and then he just sees that as weakness and just.
But also, there's comedians who only play Hot Water and are therefore not allowed to play Laughter House and vice versa. There's been a beef between the clubs for years, mate.
Turf wars,
yeah.
mate.
God, I should have remembered that before I asked the question. Go on. Can we just say with Rob? Rob's not that. He's just a bit aggy. He just likes leaving
No,
a
he's
fucking.
not even aggy. I think he just likes to come across as aggy. I think it's his character, innit?
Yeah,
He takes his shirt off and tries to have sex with everybody.
Yeah.
It's Rob.
But that's not aggy.
no.
That's
it is.
too friendly.
I think that's stag do, Rob.
No,
it's
it's
not.
It's also
That's
Christmas
after
party,
his own
Rob.
podcast, Rob.
Yeah, that's
It's
Rob.
Christmas night out, Rob.
Yeah.
Tuesday
Rob is
morning,
an
Rob.
Yeah, it's Tuesday morning, Rob. Yeah.
Tuesday
School
morning,
run,
Rob.
yeah,
When he's
Paul
doing the
goes.
school run in a taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a frisky man.
He is.
But he's one of our boys. I love him.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, I love Rob Thomas.
Shit the footy, though.
And his family and his sister. Wonderful woman. No, she is. I genuinely really like her.
Sneak.
Rob Thomas's sister. Phenomenal. There's no code. Anyway. Yeah. Is it that must have died down a bit because it's like the whole hot water laughter lounge thing. It can't still be.
I don't
Is it
know.
laughter? Slaughterhouse.
Laughter.
Laughter house, sorry.
I don't know, can't remember.
There was a beef between the clubs and you got made to pick sides, and you know, It was a toss-up between,
You didn't get made to pick sides. They forced you to pick sides, and then you were on the side.
Oh, the regret you must feel.
There was the winning side and then the other side.
Dan Johnson says, Eyelids, Have a Word does its own version of Big Brother. It's a mansion, you lot, and Paul Smith. He's written that. And 5 other British circuit comics are going in. Who'd you pick and who wins? Nice one. Dan Johnson, Goat Mark 2.
Milo. I like Milo.
I think Milo is... I love Milo to bits. God, he gets intense, doesn't he? I know Rob,
he does, but
Rob gets tops off.
Rob gets tops off.
I'm going to be honest with this. I didn't listen to the question.
You're in a Big Brother house, we're all there, and there's 5 other UK-based comics. Who do you want them to be?
Oh!
Yeah, so Milo makes it a good show. Milo makes it a good
Christopher
show.
Walken. Ow!
Mark Nelson. I'd have Mark Nelson in there.
I'd also, can I add, Kai Humphries.
Kai as well, yeah.
Just a great lad. Sometimes you go, well, you just pick the nicest people in stand-up, but sometimes, and this sounds like I'm the cunt, sometimes the ultra, always lovely, always super, super lovely. I just don't trust it sometimes. There's no edge. I like a little bit.
You feel like you got to tone yourself down because I want to be a bit of a bitch here, but I feel like...
Anyone who's too nice, anyone who greets me, like on the streets during the Edinburgh Festival, hey! I'm like, oh, where are the bodies? Like, what have you done? You're hiding something. Do you know what I mean? Anyone who's too nice all the time, I'm always just like...
But you think Rob Rouse is a murderer?
No, because it doesn't feel fake with Rob.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rob is...
Whereas Kai Humphries is genuinely lovely, but then if you're like, tell you who's a cunt, he's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you'd also know Kai Humphries would just fucking lay you out.
He could make bodies easy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's hard, him.
He's hard as fuck.
Yeah. Put Roy Chubby Brown in there, I reckon.
Yeah?
Fucking go off.
Mate, after the other week, I'll put Stan Boardman in. Fuck me, mate.
What happened?
He done a show in hot water.
What?
Oh, man.
Did he, yeah?
Mate.
Right, if you're under 30...
Well, he hired the venue. It was full as well. And
Stan Boardman's an old club comic from the fucking 70s.
He was
like
such
a household name.
Yeah, household name. Famous. I mean... You know what I always think's mad about when you look back at those? They are way more famous than any of us will. Like, if you look at Ken Dodd, level of fame.
Yeah.
And it scares me because, like, the end of the career, you think
Ken Dodd is so famous that it was news when his dad's dog died.
Is that true?
Yeah, Ken's dad's dog's dead.
Say that a few times. Kendi Dodi Dodo. It's a great venue in Prague. The Ken Dodi Dodo.
Oh, Adam's flying today. Tell me that.
What's really funny is he didn't get that.
No, he didn't.
I didn't.
And Carl just about got it.
Go on, tell me what. Go on.
I just about got it.
It's a famous tongue twister. Ken Dodd's dog's dead.
All right, and I'm literally trying to do the tongue twister with Carl.
Can you do it?
You know what? Sometimes I love being not Scouse, and then other times I'm not in the club.
Do you want to be that famous, Paul?
No.
Why?
He doesn't even want to be as famous as he is.
There's nice parts to it, isn't there? But fucking hell.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about having like a really high profile, like social life? What's the hardest?
A social media, isn't it?
No, I mean like the most mundane things, like going to shop. Is that like? Does it?
That's all right.
It's
I'm
fine.
not that famous where I can't.
No, but if you go to Tesco and Daisy, you're getting stopped.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's more on a night out. Like nights out are a bit of a pain in the ass because you just get then people stop you, but they've all had coke and fucking, so they're all mad. Confident.
They're just so much more confident, aren't they?
Yeah, and they just hang off you.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh god, you can't go normal places anymore. But yeah, I mean that's a small
sacrifice that you make.
I went to a Cream Classics club night in Chester in the carriage. They're called the Carriage Shed.
That's the tongue twister in Chester.
Cream Classics in the carriage.
Sometimes you miss out on being from Chester.
Clubs in Chester.
The company Clacking.
It's in Wales, isn't it?
A girl, an insanely hot 22-year-old girl, was like, I saw it in her. She was like, "This is a Nightingale," and then just because she'd had a few bevies, she's like, I need to go and talk to her. And her mates were like, where are you going? Like, whatever her name was, like, say it was like fucking Stephanie, like, where are you going? Because they were just watching her be drawn towards a fat 41-year-old on drugs on the dance floor. So I'm like there, just trying to like, and she's just drawn. Like, my mates couldn't handle it. They were like, what's she doing it? And like, because it doesn't, unless you've, I don't know, her mates didn't know who the fuck I was. My mates are all like, he's married. What the fuck is this? Because she's coming up going, oh, she's like, I got Snapchat. It's It's not normal.
No.
It's not to turn around and go, oh, she was lovely.
She hasn't got the article fuck off.
No, but I didn't
malice there.
Like, she was being sound. Yeah. But it doesn't make sense in normal life that a fat 41-year-old bald guy married in the corner with all these fucking other 40-year-old mates is getting just followed round by hot 22-year-old.
The thing I struggle to deal with the most, like people stopping me in bars, fully accept it because it is what it is. It's part of the job, and day to day and whatever. And people who want to have a conversation, I actually really like it. People asking for a photo, you never get used to it, but it's a nice thing. It's someone saying, "I like your work so much. I want to show people that I've met." Yeah, great. What really freaks me out, and I still have got no. It happened last night walking home from hot water, is when someone stops you, but they've got no plan. They don't know what they want to say. They've got no conversation. So I was walking just past the Bombed Out Church and someone went, Adam! He was sober, completely sober with his girlfriend. He went, Adam! And I went, yeah? And he goes, I watch your stuff. And I went, oh, cool. But at that point, he hasn't said, and I like it. So you can't say, thank you. I go, yeah, nice one, mate. And he went, yeah, really big fan. And I went, yeah, cool. And he went, all right. That was the whole interaction. Because I can't go, do you want a photograph? Because then if he goes, no.
No, if you go, do you want a picture? No. Oh.
You know, when they turn the corner, his girlfriend went, you've made a fucking swat of yourself there, lad. Absolute fucking knobhead.
Yeah, it's the not knowing. They just know that they should stop you because they like your stuff, but they don't know what to do with the situation.
I've had messages off people after the fact going, fucking hell, I'm sorry about that. Like people apologising for shit like that.
It's just odd.
But the Ken Dodd thing, like in the 60s, 70s, 80s.
It's because it's hard to say all those words back to back.
No, but generation after, like decade after decade.
Super famous though.
If you were famous in the 80s, like Morecambe and Wise famous, at Christmas, was it like 25 million people watched?
That's because it was the only thing you could watch. Yeah.
But there was like there was 2 or 3 options.
Everybody in the country would know who you are. Whereas like fame now is different, isn't it? Like we can all walk through town quite easily, but people who know us are so happy to see us. But you can literally walk through town and most of the time, for the most part, be unrecognised.
So do you genuinely say no to stuff because you don't want to progress everyone knowing you? Are you finding yourself like managing that going?
Well, I mean, I don't really get offered any. I mean, no TV offers really get to me. I don't think, and I don't think I'd do it anyway. I was chatting about doing live at the Apollo, but then when I was getting to thinking about it, because they were like, "What if we let you do crowd work?" And I was like, "No," because it's just all the risks on my end. Because if it's not set up properly and I do crowd work and you start cutting it to bits and you don't want the bits because you can't control what I say then. Do you know what I mean? And it never, I don't know how far that conversation got.
So live at the Apollo were like, cool, we'll let you do what you do.
No, there was an intermediary playing kind of going, would you do it if it was this? I'll approach and say. But I was like, I don't know, because again, all the risks on my end, because I could either, I might just die on my ass, like, because it's just not set up for that, do you know what I mean? And the Apollo's not, it's a nice place to do crowd work, I've played it, but like, it's not, all the rooms light, it's in the day, it's not really set up. And again, I can't control what I'm going to say. Like, they're going to ask me what I'm going to say. And if I'm doing crowd work, and so, like, the clips of me where the guy's got cancer and I just had to run with it. You have to run with it. And
it's
it works in the room.
Yeah, it becomes amazing.
It's amazing in the room.
They would never put that on the BBC.
They would never be able to put that out there. So.
Did they ask for your whole script, like the whole set written out? Do you have to run it by them?
No, I think you have to either give them a video of it or... So you're meant to do a rehearsal night, but I didn't have to do it.
Right.
So you're meant to do a rehearsal and I think they film it and then they get a member of staff to transcript it and then they tell you the things you... So what I did was I got told you're in the running for it and you're going to have to... The guy the exec, Anthony, is going to come and watch you at the Comedy Store on this date or wherever it was in London, a gig, as your audition sort of thing. And then I got COVID and that audition was during the isolation and I was fucking gutted because I was told I was going to get it the year before and COVID stopped it being made. Yeah. And then I got COVID for the first time 3 days before that audition was meant to be. So I was like, it's just meant to be that I just never get to do this now. And then while I was still isolating from COVID, my manager had gone, we're going to get him to see you when you're done after you come out of it. There'll still be a couple of days. We'll try and make it work. But while I was still isolating, while I still had it, I got a phone call going, he's decided he just doesn't need to see you and he's just going to give you it. And then they went, but we need to know when you're in London soon. And I sent him the dates and he's like, right, he's going to come to the store this night, do the set you intend to do at the Apollo, and he's going to tell you the bits that you can and can't do. And there was a routine where he was like, and it was quite new, because I pretty much wrote, apart from the bit that they ended up using, which was the Victoria's Secret routine, I wrote the rest of my Live at the Apollo set for Live at the Apollo and used the 6 weeks I had to get that 15 minutes as tight as fuck. There was a routine I wrote for that because it was new and the type of comedy I like to do, which is sort of, you know, dancing on the line of what you can and can't say, I still hadn't got it on the right side of the line. There was still bits that were...
Did it end up in the tour?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can't say this on the BBC. He was like, I watched it at the store and it really, really worked. He was like, but if you do it, and you can, it is going to get cut out.
Right.
Yeah. So he didn't ask me for like a written thing of everything, but he did tell me bits that I couldn't get put out on the BBC.
It's mad the control that they have to...
Well, I wouldn't have...
Because it's so the opposite of what we want to do, really.
That would work. I just don't think I'd have a bit at this point that would work. They would allow. Because all my bits are so
fucking hoof Live at the Apollo.
I would smash it in the room, but they wouldn't be able to put it on the telly because all my bits are so... So, like, my tour show now is 2 stories. That's it, because the stories are so long. So now I can send... The guy was asking for... So in my last tour, I had a bit about getting pegged by my missus, and that was probably the most accessible bit that they could have used. And it ended with she pegged me. And that's the bit I had to send them, because I was like, the other bit was about taking DMT, which they'd never put on. So I was like, well, what do you... It's those 2 bits. One's really sexually graphic, and one is... You can stop it there before it gets really graphic, and I describe being pegged by my missus, but then it still works as a bit. But it's still a story about using loads of sex toys and getting pegged by.
Yeah, well, you asked me the other day to send some clips to you for a TV thing, just very early doors. And I watched the clips and go, no, I don't know. Yeah. You're not going to like this. I've got drug references here. And in the end, I don't know. It's a frustrating thing because you know someone's going to go, can't say that, can't say that, can't say that.
And then that just gets my back up and annoys me because I'm like, I can't.
But would you do TV? Would you do stuff like panel shows if they offered? No.
I don't really watch them. If it was this is way better, isn't it?
Oh, it's totally, yeah.
This is just way better.
This is why it's taking over.
Why is a panel show not this? This is what a panel show, that's what those shows should be.
I have to say, though, if they ever go, tell you what, Dan's doing all right on that podcast. We're looking for a Channel 5 sort of comedian to do an NFL thing.
Yeah.
I know I'm not that arsed about TV. I'm gone. I'm out. I want to do both. Yeah. What is the thing in your life that if they were like, look, we want you to be like the comedian guy that does... I'm going
to do a bit of MMA commentary.
There's nothing that would take me away from this, though.
No, I know. I was joking.
No, but like, yeah. There's nothing where I'd be like, oh, I'd give that up.
No, I don't. I wouldn't give it up.
I'd
really like to do it as well.
Getting to go to MMA events and do commentary and stuff like that would be fun, so I would like that. Or a bit of acting, maybe. I don't know.
Thing is, why don't you just start an NFL thing?
I will. In 2025.
Speed round.
Gotta tell Rob.
Oh, yeah, shit, speed round.
Why don't you start an NFL thing for the playoffs and see how it does and test it?
Whistle for it.
I really want to do something like that. But.
We have got another studio where you can do that.
Speed round. How's your World Cup thing going? Is it good?
We decided not to add to the fucking murderous regime, and we'll pause that for next year.
Well,
we were both really busy as well.
So exactly what you wanted to do with that footy thing, sport thing, is what I'd like to do with the NFL thing. But this is, this is dead important. Mate, I had a panic attack after the arena. Do you know what I mean? I'm at the limit of what I can do, and I need to get better at doing what we're doing. So I'd love to. But I don't want to ever turn up here going, I can't do this because I'm fucking knackered.
Is that what happened after the year?
No, I just got overawed by it.
I did exactly the first time I did that arena. I went home. I said, I just cried.
So if you ever want to know that Paul Smith is a good egg, he basically messaged. I mean, like I know you best men at weddings and stuff, but Paul and I have become mates because of me working with you a bit more. But out of the blue on Saturday, Paul just messaged me, "You all right? because you seemed a bit out of it after the arena. And I was like, yeah, I was just really up and down, took it out of me, and I just flatlined emotionally. And then me and Finn had to go home. Like, basically, you put me in a taxi.
You did pick a really weird day to try crack for the first time.
And I was doing crack.
Right up until you went on stage.
Smoking it as
Yeah,
well.
but Laura
such a
did it as
weird
well.
decision.
My wife did it as well, and she was fine.
Like, they asked for their own dressing room, and I walked in, and they were both, like, sucking on the same crack pipe. I was like,
Sucking on the same crack pipe. But it's my wife, so we can share pipes. Yeah. But Paul messaged me and went, "Oh yeah, are you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I just told him what was going on. He was like, "Yeah, same. That it's not that it's normal, but you basically went after you played the arena first time. You just got home and like,
oh mate, it was bad, yeah. And I didn't know why it was happening. I couldn't tell anyone for days. So I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I thought my head had fell off. I thought I was, because how the fuck can you complain about that?
do you know what the Scouse phrase? My head fell off. I've heard it loads since we've been working together. And on Friday, it has never felt more. When people were like, what happened? I was like, yeah, my head fell off. It's the best. I was in Liverpool, played the arena in Liverpool. My head fell off a bit. I still loved it. I just needed a day or two to go. That was amazing. Yeah. Great speed round, guys.
Question 2.
We didn't even get the 5 comics. We just got bored. Ken Dodd's dog.
His dad's dog.
And she sells t-shirts. What?
Dead dog.
She sells t-shirts.
She sells t-shirts down the St. John's.
She sells t-shirts.
She sells t-shirts down on Walton Hall Market.
Are we still doing this speed round? I don't know.
Yes. Honestly, we're nailing it. You know the speed round's not going very well when my laptop screen goes blank because it's gone past its standby time. Liam McManus says, wag lids.
Mako.
Michelle's brother. Wag lids. Question: if you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, are you weak or are you strong? Love the pods. Cheers, Liam Matt.
Over to you, Paul.
Strong.
Yeah, of course you are. Your face
I'd say
isn't
strong.
Make it weak.
Because it's how you react to the hurt, isn't it? It doesn't say and you cry. It says that it hurts. If it hurts and you go, oof, you just put your fist back.
Right. Okay, good. Yeah, Liam, the answer is weak. Because he's
we
break your hand.
I've changed my idea.
Tyson Fury punched himself in the face trying to do an uppercut in the boxing ring, didn't he? A few years ago. Proper wellied himself, and you can see him go, fucking
If you put your head up your ass, does it come out your mouth?
Yes.
You just die.
Me and Carl have discussed this for years. If you put your head up your ass, it would eventually get...
Like a Roberts.
Yeah. You turn inside out. People are basically just a big sock.
Like a sock, yeah.
It's just a Swiss roll.
Does it come out your back or your mouth? We've had this conversation for years.
What? It has to come out your mouth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, the way for it to come out.
It's the only on the hole. Yeah.
Word 10.
Sneak.
Next question. Yeah, we're doing good on this week.
Okay, we're doing
Paul, how
really
many
good.
holes in a straw?
2.
Oh, okay.
2.
Interesting.
Is there, yeah? Do you reckon there's not just one long goal?
Fuck off.
Like if
Heads fell off.
if you get a hole in your t-shirt, it's just a hole in it.
Nah, it's 2 holes though.
Is it though?
Because of the length of the hole.
Yeah, because a tunnel would have 2 entrances.
No, one's an exit.
Okay, but an exit's still a hole.
Any holes a goal?
No, the tunnel's the hole.
That's what she said.
No,
It's gotta be.
the entrance and the exit are the holes. The tunnel is the space.
Fucking deep, that lad. Fucking deep.
I suppose straws in many ways are just the tunnels of liquid.
There's a liquid tunnel there.
I swear to God, if I ask that question in Amsterdam when he's had a bowl of acid mushrooms, we're not coming home.
Liquid tunnel at that point.
Speed round. Zach Mason says, would you rather? Oh, well, let's hope it's good because sometimes they're not. Would you rather have to do a Have a Word full Monty at the inevitable next arena show, gooch and all, or be a stripper at a strip club on weekends and it's kept on the download? Caveat, you're only ever tipped in change.
Full Monty, defo.
We found out we're not allowed to do that. Yeah. We actually planned to get...
We did plan all to get our asses out.
I'd much rather get my ass out on an arena show.
You can't.
It's illegal though.
I know, but if I had to do one,
I'm mad that though.
hypothetically.
I've worked for 12 years.
How can strippers do it then?
Because people are buying a strip show, they know what to expect.
Oh.
And because we hadn't forewarned anyone that they might see fucking fabulous bumholes. Against the rules.
We hadn't forewarned anybody.
What would have happened if you'd have just done it though?
The cops would have burst in.
So
There was a SWAT team. There was a SWAT team on the roof.
How many holes in here?
Just come and smack them all. Naughty boys.
Basically, if anyone had complained, it's technically sexual harassment to show 10,000 people your arsehole.
No, it's not sexual harassment. It's
How do you flash your ass? How do you flash your ass?
You part your cheeks while you bent over.
Oh, we were going to do...
Mate, that's not flashing your ass.
Mate, we were going to do very different things.
Oh, no, I wanted people to see me dinner.
No.
If you went to an arena show and saw a cock on stage, would you tell the police?
A penis or like the flightless bird?
A penis.
What would you do if you saw a flightless bird? And if you'd enjoy it, let us know. We'll use one next year. Zach Mason says, I've just asked a question, Dan. Don't ask it again. Thanks, Zach. Thanks for being very helpful. My dick and balls are never getting out at any... I can't... It's not... I don't need that.
Isn't an arena big enough for mine?
Lad. Fucking health and safety.
The mannequin art.
Josh, speed round.
Have the fire marshals on standby here, guys.
That's not a hose.
Fucking National Guard. Josh Alderson says, Wagwan lids, would you rather beatbox every time you come or have a hard on every time you piss? Love the pod. Keep smashing it. Josh Alderson.
I'd rather beatbox when I come. Pissing with a hard on is... Oh...
It's enjoyable.
Takeshi's
I quite
classic.
like pissing with the hard on.
What?
I quite like pissing with the hard on.
Do you push it down?
Balls, yeah.
I know, I sit down and push it down.
Push it down.
Have a little...
I do that sometimes, but then when me dick sort of touches like the porcelain or the seat, it just... I don't know, I feel like I've got to get a shower.
I feel like I'm going to get AIDS.
You feel like
then when you
AIDS?
pass it, because if you get something from the toilet and you say you pass it on, it's the
In
biggest
your
lie
house,
ever.
is your ma got AIDS?
I don't live with me mum.
Yeah, but... Is that if you got AIDS?
No, but I'm saying if you get a sexual transmission disease off a toilet, no one's going to believe you.
Yeah,
so I agree with him.
You're more fuming about me asking if your ma had AIDS than asking me suggesting you still live with your ma.
I got my own mortgage, Paul.
I live on my own, how dare you? My mum does have AIDS, but I don't live with her anymore. I'm not caring for that bitch anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to get a fucking STI off the toilet because no one would believe me.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
Gotta watch
I'm
out
scared of me dick touching toilets.
Yeah, it's same.
Because of
I'm alright
AIDS.
with that, mate.
No, because of anything.
Toilet
Any
AIDS.
sort of bacteria that doesn't belong in my urinary tract.
Oh, where have you got this from? The toilet?
Toilet duck. Yeah, fair enough.
I
Makes
agree
sense,
with
doesn't
Adam. I do a handstand when I'm pissing with a hard one anyway.
What, like in an
I
R&B video?
I just try and get
It's
some
so much
leverage.
worse, it just go all over your face.
Oh, I pointed towards the shower.
You can't because you've got no hands.
Oh, yeah. Usually someone's in there with me, but
I am.
Do a one-arm handstand.
yeah,
I put my foot up on the toilet roll holder when I've got it hard on, so that I can aim it down. You know what I mean? So, like toilet rolls holders, like
just
there.
point it with your arm or your hand.
I just do that.
I'm not adverse to a
I
sink.
genuinely
Like a
feel...
boy band's dance move.
Sink.
I genuinely feel bad for your bath mat.
His favourite piss in the world to sink piss.
I love a sink piss.
Oh, it's
I'll piss in the sink. If it's only me in the house,
That's
I'll piss
so
in the sink
disgusting,
even if I
buddy.
don't need to.
oh 100%. Yeah, the sinks in my flat are too high for that.
Oh, yeah, I
But
love
like
it.
a sink in a disabled toilet.
Oh, yeah.
You're pissing in disabled people's sinks.
What?
Motorway services.
I'm not putting a plug in and leaving it there for them. It goes down the hole.
Hey, you doing all right now? Get little steps.
You're
you
pissing
sink?
in disabled people's sinks. And that's
No.
a fact.
Hey, have you got them? Phil Chapman put me on squatty potties. Have you got it? Have you? Has it got it?
Yeah.
Mate,
A little
it's like a little
step.
step you put by your toilet so you see your poo like that.
Oh, you meant to, aren't you? Because it's meant to be
Fire.
better for your body.
Who just
yeah.
goes whoosh?
You can't say we're meant to do it, otherwise we would have evolved steps on our feet.
Correct. That's how he's making noises.
Carl, such a fucking quick speed round. It's really good for your bowels. It's how you
Yeah.
prehistoric man chat
I love it, mate.
on a step.
Swear by it.
Ask the question then.
I like a sit-down way as well, mate.
A sit down way in the dark of a night.
Oh, no,
In the
that's
dark,
sinister as fuck.
Why?
Turn the lights on.
Why?
You know when you wake up in the middle of the night and you need a wee?
Turn the lights on.
No, because then it wakes you up more.
No. Do you ever do
I do it in the dark so I can go
actually
straight back to sleep.
do you ever do the pie and you've got night vision goggles on? Do you ever do that? When you go to the toilet at night, cover one eye, and this eye's like a fucking super eye. That's why they wear eye patches. So go to the toilet and do that. Do it tonight. And then this eye's got night vision. It's unbelievable.
Fuck off, Carl.
Genuine. I swear to God.
No, it hasn't, has he?
No, it has. Because this eye's
He's just got
like,
no spatial awareness anymore.
No, when you take your hand off, this eye's got night vision.
And this eye hasn't.
Yeah, because it's been exposed to the light.
I think I've hit my limit.
That's got
hit my
night
bullshit
vision, though,
limit.
you can just see.
With Carl's eye.
Did it with both eyes, they'd both adjust at the same time.
No, if you did that, if you went into the toilet and did a piss like this, you'd have a messy toilet. But then you came out into your bedroom, you've still got the night vision that you have from in your bedroom. But if you turn the light on, you're like, oh, fucks your eyes up. Do one eye, and this eye
Can please someone gif the face Carl's just made and put it on the internet forever?
Mad Eye Moody.
Try it. When you go to the toilet late in the dark, put one arm over your eye, and then I'm not messing, this eye is a super eye.
But I do sit down wheeze in the night so that I don't have to turn the light on. Because it does wake you up more having the light on.
I just make the light blue. I can make the light blue.
Oh, sorry. Tony Stark.
Oh, here we go. Tony Stark.
That is what he's famous for.
Always pisses in blue light. Tony Stark. Iron Man. Textbook. I'm out. I am out of how much I can care about this bullshit. It's been a joy, gentlemen. It's been a joy.
Speed round.
Speed round is done.
Is it?
There is no more speed
it's good, that.
on this round.
Enjoyed that.
Paul, we'd love to come and see you on tour, but there's no tickets. So see
there
you
is some
Bratislava 2025.
I think there's like 3 in Oxford.
If you do Slovakia, can we all come with you?
Yeah.
Yes, brilliant.
Boys, we'll do a little double head, have a word, fucking Paul Smith.
Oh my God.
And we'll all get naked. We'll pre-warn them this time.
Yeah, get the fucking Shalamamam arena ready.
Everything goes.
Next Christmas is live.
Slovakia'd love his arsehole.
Slovakia aren't asked. There's fucking whatever. Yeah.
Slovenia, man.
Right, that's it, lads. Sign up to the Patreon. It's the best in the world. Is that it?
Yeah, sign up to the Patreon, guys.
Got some music?
Oh, go on then.
We do enjoy the music, by the way.
I love it.
Guys,
Sometimes.
if you just want me to sack it off, I'll sack it off.
No, because people really appreciate it, but I just forget it's happening, and then you have to talk at the end of the office.
Give the fans what they want, but don't involve me in it.
Go on, Finn. What is it?
All right, this week it's one of my favourite ones that we've had for a while.
You say that every week.
One of your absolute favourites.
Fucking loads of shite.
Favourites. Not because I'm doing a gig with them next year, but I am. This is the Blue Dolphin Wranglers.
Fuck off! Is it actually?
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Go on. What song?
It's called Live It Up.
What?
Live It Up.
Ja Rule.
Sounds good.
They've got a gig in...
Fuck off! The blue dolphin. Oh, sorry. I like the red dolphin wranglers.
These are gonna be
Not
really
asked about the blue.
I'm
Not
sorry.
asked about those fucking blue-nosed dolphin wranglers.
Anyway, it's an absolute tune. They've got
No,
a
Of course
gig-
it is. We're going to listen to it.
Gig in
It's probably
Birkenhead
not
on the
that good.
30th.
It's going to be great.
He'd hate it. It sounds like the Arctic Monkeys.
There's probably a load of shite.
Sit down. We're all listening to it.
Yeah.
Hang on, it's
I'll put it on now.
Cheers, lads. Appreciate you. Love you very much.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
Paul, lad.
Nice one.
Bye, pleasure.